Who got the juice? The Dallas Juice Boys got the juice, and you can get it too. Visit naturallemonade.com with one L, or catch the Dallas Juice Boys food truck at a live event near you. Taste what the fuss is all about. Mango, pineapple, strawberry, and of course, what started it all off, the original. To get the juice, visit naturallemonade.com with one L and support some young Dallas entrepreneurs. Yeah. Here at Maximus Security Services, our goal is to establish secure homes for our clients based on honesty, integrity, and fair pricing. Maximus Security Services specializes in home and business alarm repair services in the DFW Metroplex. Save up to 70% by repairing or updating your current system and avoid signing outrageous 3-year contracts with monthly payments that could cost up to $1,500. Remember, here at Maximus Security Services, there will be no 3-year contract required for our services. I repeat, no contract for our services. At Maximum Security Services, we repair systems from Ring, DSC, MDENCO, GE, NAPCO, 2GIG, and all monitoring systems. To speak to one of our top-of-the-line Maximus Security System technicians, call 214-377-0342. Our technicians have been rated 4.9 out of 5 stars by our Home Advisor clients. Call today, 214-377-0342. Maximus Security Services, honesty, integrity, fair pricing, no credit check or credit required, and absolutely no hassle about monitoring. To speak with one of our technicians, call 214-377-0342. Did you have a nightmare prom? Were you forced to go to the prom with someone you didn't even like? Were you forced to be home by midnight because your dad was too strict? Well, now it's time for the prom, the adult experience. It all goes down May 20th, Saturday, the Warehouse in Fort Worth, Texas, 1125 East Berry Street. Fort Worth is going to be on fire with the international Go DJ Bellotti and the legendary group Soulful Sounds. And it's all hosted by me, Michael Shawn, and my girl, the queen of Media Room 360, Shawnee Scott. To get your tickets now, when I do me now, hit up eventcrate.com/E/reprom 2023. It starts at 8 o'clock and the open bar is open till 9 p.m. Once again, I repeat, the open bar is an open bar from 8 to 9 p.m. And since I'm hosting, there's probably going to be a free comedy show. So get your tickets now for the Reprom, the adult experience, May 20th. That's a Saturday at the Warehouse, 1125 East Berry Street in Fort Worth, Texas. You're going to get to rewrite your own history. May 20th at the Warehouse. Just go to eventcreate.com/E/Reprom 2023. It's an Allure Gala Productions. And it's hosted by Michael Shawn and Shawnee Scott. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday. Why my thing end fast? It wasn't long enough. All right, y'all.
It is.
You said what?
That's the way it came up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We have made it to another Friday. Shout out to everybody out there rocking with us. The undisputed champion of being on first, Ashley Newman. Good morning. I don't know how many consecutive days you rocked. Shawn Robinson, you came in a close second. You was there, homie. You was there. You was pressing, but Ashley Newman remains the champion. It's Michael Shawn, the pastor of the church. Anybody can get it, and that's the First Lady, Shawnee Scott. We're waiting on an appearance from Jay Black. I don't know. Haven't heard anything from Sexy Mo, so we don't know. Now, this could be a shorter version of the show than what it normally is. And I know y'all looking, y'all like, y'all got a goddamn nerve. Yeah. Oh, this curl I got the little elder bar curl just popping, just lingering. Y'all got a nerve. Y'all get on here late. Y'all don't get on here promptly, and y'all got the audacity to try and shorten the show. Yes, I get it. I understand, but it's a busy day. It's a big day for Shawnee Scott's kids. It's a big day for my kids in Jersey. They're going to their junior prom. It's not a junior prom. They call it a junior social dinner or something like that. So I'll be FaceTiming with them. We got the prom. The only reason I'm not with my kids is because we got the event tomorrow. So I had to fly out early. And then Shawnee, Carly's got the graduation today, the 8th grade graduation. So
the athletic banquet and the prom too. All that.
Oh, tonight it all goes down. It's festivities, yeah. So I thought, oh my, that was the wrong one. I thought I was for those people who might think, why you ducking your kids' activity? I'm not ducking. We just got a show. We got the prom tomorrow. But I'm on a budget, so I had to fly out when the rates were cheaper. That's just what has to happen. But I still will be FaceTiming. But if I thought I was ducking parenting, don't come here. Shawnee put you right in the mix. I'll be going to graduations or whatever, and then we're gonna be taking pictures. And well, y'all gonna be taking pictures. I'm gonna be setting y'all up and taking pictures for y'all and all that good stuff. So that's gonna be today. Then tomorrow, you already know what pops off. The reprom. You get a chance to rewrite your entire prom history tomorrow. Tickets are flying. It's going to be popping. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have fun. I'm doing my comedy thing and making people laugh. And we got the band Soulful Sounds rocking. DJ Gold Bellotti is going to be rocking a set. They got the open bar from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. You got a full hour to get nice with it. They got the dinner, the 3-course meal, whatever the courses are. They're going to have all the damn courses tomorrow night at the warehouse in Fort Worth. So we're going to get that. You can still get your tickets. I think we have one space remaining. Remember, if you ain't got a date, you ain't got to bring a date.
Just one on our table.
Just one on. We got one remaining seat on our table. You ain't got to. You want to bring a friend? Bring a friend. It's up to you. This is your prom the way you wanted to do it. There are no stipulations. You come walking in there how you want. You want to be solo records? You come in there, you be a solo artist, and then, hey, you work your magic through the room. Woman or male, I don't care who you bring. I don't care if you got a boyfriend, you a man, you gay. We don't care. Gay, lesbian, we don't care. Everybody is welcomed. And you can come up there and part. If y'all been married for 30 years, and y'all want to relive the prom because y'all didn't get to go together, come on. Matter of fact, you ask the girl on a date. This would be a good date. Like, yeah, you want to go to a prom? That'd be different. That's something that guys don't normally come up with. You know, meet me at the Fridays. Let's go here. Let's go to. No, you want to go to a prom? Yeah, bam. Next thing you know, the first date is a prom. How memorable will that be? That your first date is a prom. So we're going to rock out tomorrow and make that happen. I'm excited. I put 2 suits in the cleaners. 2 suits got them out the cleaner. They still in the plastic right now. They still wrapped up. I ain't even taking them out. I'm trying to figure out what Shawnee gonna wear because she's a woman and why she hasn't decided what she's gonna wear until the last minute. But we're gonna rock out. So I got options. Diane, what's up? Good morning. So Shawnee Scott, even though I know, how was your night last night? How was your night? The salon was open.
Yeah, it was a lot because the girls have these events today, so I'm gonna have to get off of here. At 7:30, I gotta be walking out the door to get them. I didn't know they had to be at school at 8. Of course, you know they tell you the stuff at the last minute. The school is stupid. They had an award ceremony yesterday. The girls come home and tell me, "Oh yeah, we had an award ceremony." Oh, so the parents didn't come to that either.
We only been on for like 7 minutes.
Oh, my bad. I put the wrong date on there, Diane. Let me change that. It is not March. I put March 19th.
Oh, you was thinking about month? I got the month. My month was all in your head there, girl. I put it in. You thinking about birthday month? Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. So, and then I had to start on, because that's the part you don't understand. I had to start on their hair. Now, today, since Tam is on stage, I have to finish her hair. Like, I had to go on and flat iron it last night because if I would have, she would have woke up today and I would have had to do all that, we're not going to make it at 8 o'clock. We might not make it at 8 o'clock now because she needs to come on so I can go on and do it. And then I got to do Carly's hair because they doing a stupid drive-by for this graduation. And I'm gonna I don't know what we gonna do because I ain't got no car. So I guess we gonna walk by And then they changed the field day for the seventh graders. So Tam's field day is today. So I guess after she go to this athletic assembly because
She
it's
gotta
not,
go. She gotta do a field day after that.
yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah, they got field day. So I'm like,
no! Wait. So if they got field day, they gotta have the outside set up for field day, right? For the activities that they gotta do on field day. Ain't that gonna be in the same parking lot, kind of like that we're supposed to do the walk? This school is stupid.
they probably don't have nothing set up for them kids. Them kids are probably gonna be sitting there just looking at each other and looking at the homeless people and the crackheads and the prostitutes.
Oh.
They're not gonna have nothing. And
Homeless
so
exact
the girl,
way.
I'm gonna bring one girl home so she can just go on and start getting with it for this prom, this stupid ass prom that they had for these eighth graders. And the prom end at 10. It's like what? No, the prom should end at 7.
Should end at 7?
End at 7 or 8. They in the 8th grade.
Well, what time does it start? What's it gonna be, like a 45-minute prom you wanted? Like, what time does it start?
They could have started it at 5. They could have started it at 4. You go 4 to 6, 4 to 7, 5 to 7, something like that. They kids.
You gonna have a day party for the prom?
They in the 8th grade. They're in the 8th grade. Like I told the school, I told the athletic director.
Yes, you did.
And surprisingly, they don't know that I know people. I found out yesterday the athletic director was named athletic director of the year for the whole district for Dallas ISD.
Okay, round of applause for that. What's wrong with that?
But when I got to say about the athletic director putting my kids in grown people's situations.
Oh boy.
So,
Man. Well, it's gonna be. Hey, it is what it is now. I was like, I don't know why you stressing. It is. Hey, I don't know. What?
I'm not stressing. I'm gonna send an email to the superintendent's office, the executive director, and the principal, and I'm gonna name everybody in all this BS that's going on that they got. And I'm not talking about the prom. I'm talking about other stuff. Them, teachers talking, and my kids going about people's personal sexual escapades and.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's like y'all doing too much. Good morning.
It's on and popping this morning.
Yes, Kathy, at the prom, the pre-prom we going to. Yes, don't be no man coming up in there.
Oh no! Why you get us started? No,
trying to run for queen. Don't do it. And you open your mouth.
No. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Trying to go in the women's bathroom so you can look at us.
Oh no! That's not.
And adjust. Don't do it. Now, if you are a gay man or you are a man that likes to dress up, like RuPaul is a good example. He likes to dress. I guess he gay. I don't know. I've never heard him say that, but I know he likes to dress up in drag. But I don't think he's trying to use the women's bathroom.
Oh, hey y'all! It's Friday.
Damn.
She's on fire. She be talking about me coming in hot on the show. Wait, God. I think you wrote this. I ain't know. I think you woke up last night in the middle of the night, started writing your monologue for the day. Shawnee's feeling, who is she?
I didn't get to go to bed like you did. I was up doing hair.
Yeah, the salon was open. There was music and everything. The salon was popped. They was all I heard in the back. I just heard stuff. Oh shit. All right, well, my night was not as active. For those who don't know, I went to the gym. I tried to get my little gym on. I got my little jog and walk on. I do the jog and walk. I don't do the straight jog. Shout out to people out there that was doing the straight jog. I do walk, and then I jog, and then I do some walking, and then I do some jogging. And I made the mistake yesterday. I went down and went to the gym, and I had certain exercises that I was going to do, and that was going to be it. I don't even know. I think I mentioned this to Shawnee, but there was only me, a dude, and somebody else on the treadmill. We were the only people in the gym, and I was specifically going to do these exercises, and I was going to bounce on out of there and return, and I was going to, there's a flights of steps, so I used that as cardio. I jogged up the steps. I said, all right, this is going to be my thing. I'm going to jog outside. Then when I come back in the building, I'm going to go up those 6 flights of steps. I'm going to jog it, and I'm going to get that, and I'm going to do it. And I got manipulated, and maybe a bad word, about a dude that was working out because he knew what he was doing. I knew what I was doing. I knew the exercise he was doing, but I didn't feel like doing them. I wasn't trying to press. I wasn't trying to get myself. I was just trying to do something that I could be proud of, that I did work out, and I got it in. I wasn't lazy because Shawnee cook. Shawnee get you fat. Shawnee will cook, and Shawnee will have you eating, and she's nice with it. And she will have you for real. Like, she's dope in that kitchen. I see why she don't let nobody else in that damn kitchen. She don't like nobody playing in the kitchen. Get your drink and keep it moving. You can't even make a sandwich in Shawnee's kitchen. Like, you just got to keep it moving. You can't even take no bread out and take peanut butter and jelly. And she's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm just making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, girl. That's all I'm doing. She don't want to hear it. So as I see him doing his workout, I get inspired. And I don't do exactly what he's doing as he's doing it, because that would be a little weird if I just did what he was doing. But I put a mental note on what he was doing, so I was coordinating my workout on what he was doing. And I'm hurt right now. I didn't tell my core, my abs right now. I'm not an ab person. I don't like ab exercise. I like doing everything else. I don't mind doing some push-ups. I don't mind doing curls. What'd you say?
You ain't tell me all that.
No, the abs right now, they are still nice and sore. So he was doing the full, like you could tell he was going to do his legs. I wasn't going to do the legs. He was going to do his ab work, and then he was going to do his arms. So I joined in on the arms and the abs, and I started doing that. And I could tell he was doing, you're supposed to do 30 seconds. I like having a number. I like being able to do, I'm doing 15 push-ups, I'm doing 15 curls, and then I'm doing 15 whatever, and then I do them 3 times. Mike, you push it. Shawn, I tried, and I was going, and I was sweating, and I was like, well, damn, and I ain't bring my water with me, so I had to drink the water out in little cups. So I was going to pour the water in the cups and taking shots. So I don't even know why they put them cups out there. You doing shots of water. That's all you're doing. I don't understand why they don't put bigger cups. I was doing shots of water. And by the end, I realized this dude must go to the gym a lot, because when I met my limit, he was just moving on to another part of his body. He was going over to do the leg work, and I was done. So I fell for the peer pressure. Yes, I did. I'm glad I did it, but I'm sore right now. And when your abs is feeling that type of way, even what I'm doing right now, leaning over for this microphone just to do this, like I need to bring this table closer to me because this shit hurts. But I'm good. I'm going back for round 2 today. Whenever we get back, I'm going back for round 2 because I'm good. I got on the scale. I was good, even though them delicious burgers that Shawnee was making were popping. I'm good. So that was my night, and the Lakers lost. And anybody who's a LeBron fan like me, we in trouble. The series ain't over.
They're gonna win.
The series ain't over, but it's trouble.
They beat Golden State, so they set it up for LeBron to get his good championship.
And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the NBA puts their hands on this. I hope the NBA has got. This is the one day. I hope the NBA is rigged. I hope it's rigged like I think it is. Yeah, because I tell you right now.
Yeah, okay.
When the Lakers play their best game, Golden State can't beat them. But when the Lakers play their best game against Denver, ain't nothing guaranteed. That first game, Anthony Davis dropped 40, and the Joker decided he was going to drop 35 with 15 assists and 13 rebounds. And I said, oh, shit, when the Lakers play their best game against Denver be like, we don't give a damn. Lakers subbing was off. I think I understand what you're saying. It's just a little trouble. There's a little trouble going on when the Lakers ain't got home court advantage. You got to take one out of them first 2 games, and they was trying. It wasn't no like the Lakers wasn't like it wasn't like the Lakers were playing poorly. Denver's fucking good. Now, the NBA don't want Denver in the damn NBA finals. We don't want Denver in the NBA finals. I love watching Joker. Joker's dope. He's amazing. He's the slowest, most amazing basketball player I've ever seen. Happy Friday, Leslie. But the Lakers are in a little bit of trouble, so I think the next game is, when is it, Saturday or Sunday? And there's a big fight Saturday. Devin Haney is fighting my man Lomachenko, and I'm gonna be at the prom. So I'm gonna have my phone watching, but I'm gonna miss that fight. So this prom gotta be big, because I don't miss fights. So I don't miss big fights. So that's it. Lakers got my blood pressure up. No, they do. Yeah, but it's not because the usual. Normally, Lakers get your blood pressure up because they don't play well sometimes. Man, where did this Russian dude? He's not Russian, but he's amazing. I don't think he's Russian. I'm almost positive he's not Russian. But dude, Djokovic, or however you say his name.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. I don't know if he's German. I don't know what country he's from. I just know he's better than everybody else. Jesus.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to look him up. I just know the dude plays at 5 miles an hour. Everybody else is rushing. No pun intended with Russia. But everybody else is in a rush. Everybody's pick and rolling and up and down the court. 3-point. Here he comes. Looks around, no look pass. He does the slowest no look passes in history, and they be on point. He's like, there you go. He lays the ball like Anthony Davis is 7 foot something. His wingspan is like a 9 foot tall wingspan, and this man is just going by him slow, just boom, laying up. I said, well, goddamn, did you see the flopping contest? Listen, can't nobody complain about flopping because they all flop. Is it irritating? It is. But does it work? It does.
He's Serbian.
Okay. Well, he's listen, I love Joel Embiid. I ain't mad at him getting the MVP, but he ain't no joker.
Go ahead. We can really start.
Damn, this man does everything. So
you want
James Flop
this video? Because I gotta go do this.
All right, so do me a favor. Play the JJ Redick video.
He's the cousin of the dude from Rocky.
All right, we're gonna play. He's the cousin. Oh, you stupid. Play the JJ Redick. This is what we played yesterday. So there's a response to this video.
So play JJ Redick.
Yeah, we're gonna play JJ's first.
All right.
And then it didn't take long. The next night, somebody got on TV and had a response. Didn't like what the white dude said. So this is what JJ Redick said.
It's pervasive. We've got mass shooting after mass shooting, and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. So I get why we're so sensitive to this right now. But there's no consequence for Greg Abbott telling his constituents that they should go buy more guns, and then we have mass shooting after mass shooting in Texas. There's no consequence for an elected Tennessee official to send out a Christmas card holding AR-15s with his young family, and then there's a shooting in his very district. There's no consequences to that. So why are we trying to lay down the hammer on a 23-year-old who didn't break a law? Explain that to me.
So it didn't take long before Mr. Enlightened himself, Mr. Social Activist and with his social commentary, Mr. Charles Barkley decided that he would enlighten us on how wrong JJ Redick was. So here's Charles Barkley on the TNT broadcast.
I got to say something, man. We got some idiots, some fools, some jackasses on television that really just piss me off, talking about Josh should make a stand saying he didn't break any laws. He didn't do anything wrong. We're in a state where you can carry your gun. Those guys are just freaking idiots. And I only say freaking because y'all won't let me say what I want to say.
We don't trade for it.
It pisses me off when I hear guys say that, yo, man, when you're making $100 million a year to play sports, your life changes. There are certain rules and regulations you have to live by, plain and simple. You can't do stupid stuff. That's the trade-off. Now, if you want to do all that stuff and give all that money back, more power to you. You can make that stand. Say, you know what? I want to do what I want to do. I want to flash my gun and make videos and do things. Okay, that's fine. But you can't make money on the NBA doing this stuff. I just hope that he...
All right, let me take this bit by bit with this hypocrite. Number one, JJ Redick did not say what John Morant did was right. He didn't say that. He never said that. If you watch the whole thing on First Take, he acknowledges what, just like I did. You know, I was hard on Ja. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. I think it did. JJ Redick didn't acknowledge what he did was dumb. But because people don't have the intellect to see what he was trying to point out, the big picture of the story, what he was trying to point out, is that there's a hypocrisy that goes on when this young man does something dumb and a politician does something dumb. There's a hypocrisy on how we handle it. We destroyed a kid, and I was one of the people. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that he made the video. I also think it's ridiculous what these effing politicians do who sit in government positions and influence laws that are made. That's his landscape. That's what he's trying to point out. But Charles Barkley is so one-dimensional that he can't see that it's a hypocrisy on how we kill this kid, and he deserves it. But they deserve it too. They deserve the same attention that a basketball player who shoots three-pointers and dunks and doesn't influence the laws, they deserve the same attention that Ja Morant is getting. But now, the other thing about Charles Barkley, he said, if you want to do that, Ja, then give the money back. Bitch, did you give the money back with all the stuff you did in the NBA when you was making millions of dollars? Did you give the money back when you threw the guy out a window at a bar? Did you give the money back when you was punching people and slapping people up? Fans, regular folks outside. It kills me, and everybody does it. The older people get, their memory gets really shaky. Like you really get holier than thou. You're like, dog, the shit you got away with in Philly was ridiculous. And yes, you had to pay a fine. But you think I'm 52. I remember clearly what you was up to in Philly, Charles. I remember clearly the arrogant ass that you were off the court. Don't make me get Shawnee started up to tell you how you treated her as a reporter when she worked for the Dallas Mavericks and what your ignorant ass did. We got receipts on you. Don't sit up in here with your little attitude. Oh my God, these jackasses on TV. No, it took a white dude to actually give you the big picture on what's going on. He never said what Ja Morant did was right. I never said what he did was right. I got on him for his idiot, being an idiot and doing something deliberately after the NBA gave you a slap on the wrist. I get what he did was wrong, but you can't see how when he does it, it turns into a full court press on him, no pun intended. But when a politician does it, it gets shown and everything. And then a mass shooting happens in this guy's district after he takes these pictures with his family with guns. Oh, we can't forget when he spit on the kid. You forget that, Charles? Did you give the money back? You ain't never give the money back. And I can't stand it when Shaq co-sign. Oh, I'll pay for the fine. Get the fuck out of here. You know what he did off the court, and he ain't give the money back. He paid his fine, and he kept it moving. And now he sits up there, and he judges other athletes when he was one of the biggest idiots in the NBA when he played, when he was one of the faces of the NBA. You were the asshole who did that at the Olympics and punked some guy who y'all were beaten by 60, and you were elbowing him in the chest. We remember that, Charles. Barkley was a beast, just like Ja Morant's a beast. Charles, he definitely been arrested more times than Ja. Absolutely. This is ridiculous that y'all, this is what I mean about these buffoons who get on to just, you know what? You're an idiot when you talk about basketball. When you get off of basketball, it's even worse. It gets worse with you. And if anybody should know, and this is what kills me, y'all played in the league. Y'all know when y'all screw up how it feels when the pile-on comes on and everybody takes their shot at you and everybody's make sure that open wound that you got, that everybody's going to get a piece of it because they want to up their ratings and they want to get shine and they want to have their take on it and they want to be the person that goes viral in the whole nine. Y'all, and you have no chill. It ain't let's what he did was wrong. Let's get the, like, he's got to think. He's got to think what he's. I said what John Morant did was idiotic. It was ridiculous for the NBA commissioner to tell you specifically, if you do this, it's going to be a problem. This right here. If you use this cell phone on the show, Mike, it's going to be a problem. And 3 weeks later, I come back and use the cell phone on the show. Of course, it's idiotic. Of course, it's stupid. And I think there's a bigger problem going on with John Morant than what everybody else is talking about. But I ain't no therapist. But you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me right now. Oh, man. It's like R. Kelly talking about Michael Jackson's activity with young people. Or it's like Michael Jackson, if he was still alive, trying to critique R. Kelly's situation. Dog, you were there, Mike. The old saying is, it takes one to know one. Barkley been there and is trying to help others. He not trying to help nobody, Kathy Black. He loves to sit up there and rip this new generation of players every chance he gets. Every chance he gets. Listen, I can say this. I can't stand when people of my generation do nothing but critique and tell people, oh, the NBA ain't as good as what it used to be. These players aren't as good as what, oh, these players don't play any defense. Barkley, you didn't play any defense until you felt like it. I hate when they just sit there and ransack these players are entitled. You weren't entitled. It just amazes me how everybody, I don't forget, I remember before social media reading the newspapers and reading the reports, and they were saying the same thing about you, Charles. They were saying the same thing about you that they're saying about Ja right now. They were coming at you on Sports Talk, and Howard Eskin and the rest of them were going at you, and they were like, oh, he wants to be traded, then trade him. That's how you got the Phoenix, because you demanded your way out of Philly and got the audacity to try it. I'm off on sports right now. You got the audacity to try and critique these dudes for leaving team to team, and your excuse was like, well, I got traded. You demanded the trade. You were the original. You were one of the originals demanding the trade. And then when you were chasing rings, you took your fat ass to Houston, and that didn't work out. And you wanted to play with Elijah Wan and Scotty, and that didn't work out. But you want to kill these young generation of players. Every chance you get, you want to kill them. Because you jealous. You jealous of the amount of money they make. You jealous of the fact that they stars. You were a star. You were a big star. Unfortunately, the media presence wasn't what it is now. And that's the gift and the curse. If you do something wrong, they kill you. But if you're doing something right and you're dunking over somebody, the whole world sees it that night. They sees it that minute. You do it, and the whole world sees it seconds later on social media. I'm going to stop right there. So anyway, Jay Black has entered the building. Jay Black is here. Jay, let me get the round of applause ready for you. What's going on there, homie? What's going on?
You on one. Sound like you on a rant right now. You going in on Mr. Barkley. No, I agree with you, though, when it comes to Charles. Every time, he always takes shots.
Always.
He never uplifts the younger ones. So no, you on point with him. I can't need to beat you on that one. Stop.
That man gets paid to sit up there at TNT and say, "Oh, this version of basketball is trash." That's what he gets paid to do. He says this is what he says. This is what he says. But anyway, so how was your night? Juneteenth. Oh, that's dope. That's a dope shirt.
Yeah, we're free-ish. Night was good. Man, I got a headache, man, to be honest. I got a headache.
That is hilarious. We free-ish. Oh, somebody gonna be offended by that. But go ahead. You got a headache. I got a headache too, but you got a headache. Why you got a headache?
I think I forgot to eat last night, and that's what it was. You know, like you try to remember, like how to... My boy we had swim lessons, which is killing the game right now with these swim lessons. I'm glad I invested in that.
Good.
But I forgot to eat. He wanted to watch Super Mario Brothers movie after that. Freaking $30 to buy it. That I took out of his bank money, teaching of responsibility.
Oh, good. That's fucked up, but that's good. That is responsibility.
No, how's that $30 to buy a freaking movie?
Yeah, but
$30 on
you
the
couldn't take
DVR,
15. You couldn't just split it down the middle, 15. You couldn't just split it a little bit. You had to take the whole 30.
You got money in your bank, son. And how bad do you want it? It teaches them at a young age. You can't keep your money and spend somebody else's. How bad do you want it? I'm all about responsibility. But all is good.
So you saw Mario Brothers?
Yeah, we watched it. I mean, we saw the movie in the theaters. We saw it he saw it a couple times, but he loves the Super Mario Brothers movie. So he brought it. And yeah, I did. I forgot. I straight up didn't even realize I didn't eat till in the middle of the night. I said, "Why is my hair?" And I said, "Oh, you ain't eat."
So did you eat this morning? Did you get it? I would have got up in the middle of the night to eat something.
No, Lady Q literally just brought me some good food just now. But
Lady Q said his sister split the cost with him.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Okay, good.
Oh, they split. Okay, then teamwork makes the dream work.
As long as I got my $30, I don't care. I don't care where it came from. So that's good that he negotiated with his sister to come up with. That's even smart. He's even more smart.
Trina said, I would wear it at a corporate meeting, though, with a blazer. You'd wear that at a corporate meeting?
You wear the June, okay.
With the free-ish?
With the...
Somebody gonna be that is that is
why
perfect.
You worrying about what somebody else thinks though?
That shirt is perfect.
We worry about what other people think when they don't worry about what we think. But anyway.
Yeah, I still like somebody, and I got to be careful when I'm out here in Dallas because people that Juneteenth thing is serious, and I still don't understand the celebrating of it. But that's a whole nother.
Well, yeah, and actually, ironically, really? Texas was the last state to let people know they were free.
Yeah, that's why it was big out here.
But they're the first ones to make it a national holiday.
But isn't it a tragedy? Like, this is what I don't get. Isn't it a tragedy that they didn't know that they were free for like years?
Hell yeah, it was a couple of years.
So I didn't know the celebration because it turns into like
that's our July 4th.
That's
our real Independence Day.
Well, for them, for those slaves, I guess is there. And I guess I don't know. I tried to understand it, but I don't want to be Charles Barkley and be speaking on some shit that I don't even know about. Like, I was like, that's really sad. That's really fucked up. Trina said, even though I said would not, this one I would risk it all. She said she risked it all for this shirt.
Because I said the pro-black one. I said pro-black is an anti-white. Said not that one, but for the Juneteenth one, since it's recognized, she took a chance. I couldn't see this with a blazer over it.
Yeah, you can see it. You can wear a blazer over it.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be, they just see the numbers. They'd be like, oh, well, some people wouldn't even know
what the colors is. You know what this is.
Red, black, and green. Even though I said, okay. Dan, there was something I was going to ask you. So, so listen. At Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, we've had amazing guests, but we've known to also be stood up by guests. We've had, we've had the lineup. We've had the Bill Bellamy's. We've had the Lunells. We've had the Johnny Gills. We've had the Plastic Cup Boys, Spank Plastic Cup Boys. We've had my man from what's it, Kane? Is it Raising King or Power?
Raising Canaan.
Raising Canaan. Okay. We had that young man on here. We've had celebrities on here, but we've also been stood up. And I realized, Jay, I think it might be the technique I use on booking these guests. So I was in Mike, it's not like they had cell phones and somebody could call them to tell. No, I understand. Like, I get it. I understand. Like, there was no emails. I think it was those slave masters, all slave masters would also always be looked upon as what they are. But especially the ones that hid that. Like, that is fucked up. But I don't want to get that.
Like, don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
TVs, they ain't got no letters. They can't read.
So I said, what would be your first response after finding out you've been free for years? Mine would be, I don't know. I don't even put myself in those hypotheticals because
they were still scared though. They didn't believe it. Once you've been a slave for that many years, I can see how you still shook. You're like, what? Yeah. I ain't gonna get hung, and that's
the brainwash. I can't. I mean, we're brainwashed in a different way, but the brainwash has to be, it has to be amazing. So anyway, the reason I'm starting to figure out that we might be getting stood up on some of these guests, because we have some guests that are scheduled today, and I'm scared to actually put their names out there. I'm scared. But one of the guests is a friend of mine. But this is how I booked this person. I was in the building. I was jumping in the elevator, and I saw her walk in the elevator, and I said, "Hey, you want to do the show tomorrow morning?"
Just like that. You feel like getting up tomorrow morning to pop on?
This is the show. What are you talking about? Yeah, the Michael Shawn thing. You did it before. Oh yeah. She's like, what time? And then I told the woman the time. She was like, I should be able to, but I take the should be able to as a confirmation. I don't think I should take that as confirmation.
No,
that's not a confirmation.
Not like when we stood up before with yes. We'll be there. Then when you miss that, we apologize. We definitely gonna make the next one, and should be is not. I wouldn't even say that one out loud because that's not a that's far from.
It's not a confirmation, right?
Like me saying when my daughter asked me, "Hey, can I borrow some money?" We'll see.
We'll see. That's what it was. It was a will. That's what that shit was.
You can't take that as we got coming up next.
Dude, I was on that elevator. I don't even think I waited till I got back in the spot. I text Shawnee immediately. Yo, we got so-and-so for the show tomorrow. And then I thought about it. We really don't.
Did you send the link? Did you confirm this?
Oh, damn. You know what? I didn't send the link.
So how the heck?
Oh, I just sent it. Yes, I did. No, I sent it yesterday. I did. I said just sent it. Okay. All right, so at least I did my part.
So we may have a couple pop-up guests.
We may have 2 guests.
2, okay.
That you'll recognize these people. They're doing, if they don't, then I'll tell you who it was. Like if they don't make, then I'll tell you who we could have had, who we almost had on the show.
So we got a couple people that stood us up over the years.
Yeah.
And now we got a couple possibles.
Now to this person's credit, they've done the show before. They've both done the show before. They've both been on the show
before. Okay.
Yeah, they've been on. So they have supported the show. I just don't know if maybe what I'm taking is confirmation. I gotta chill and just say maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what we should put in the caption on YouTube. Who we might have today on the show, who might be on the show today.
With a question mark.
We'll just start putting who we might have on the show. I have no idea. I should be able to, and we'll see.
We'll see.
Nope. Yeah. I should be able to, and we'll see. Yeah. See, Trina, that's not a confirmation. Theoretically, I should be able to do it, but realistically, nah. This is my bad, y'all.
But what Mike heard was, yeah, sure. Let me know what time I'll be.
That's what I heard. In my mind, I heard absolutely. It's a go. And
your father said he was picking you up. No, your father said maybe.
Your father said maybe. Yep. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yep. Your father definitely did say maybe. As you can see, Shawnee's adjusting my site. So Jay Black, I don't even know what to talk about because it's gonna be I can't think of the word. What is the word when you shorten the show? It's gonna be a different version. It's gonna be a modified version. Modified. Yeah, that's a good word. It's a modified version. The $30. And real quick, you mentioned that you paid $30. Well, your son paid $30 to watch Mario Brothers. I realize that they get me when I see movies that are in the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
They get me with that little $15, $20. And I had to stop because the bill starts getting outrageous. Like for some reason, knowing that a movie is what you call it?
Theaters, and you can watch it at home. When
the Rocky movie was on.
Creed.
And I had to resist. I had to tell myself not to buy the movie because I was going to take my kids. I took my kids to go watch the movie. So I had to resist. But when it pops on, it gets me because I want to just pop it. I'm like, I start thinking to myself, is it really cheaper just to buy the movie at the house? Because I buy popcorn and I get a hot dog. So it's kind of cheaper for the family to keep the family at the house and spend $30.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because you're going to spend more than $10 a head at this point, probably. And then the food on top. Yeah. Every bit of going to the movie theater is about $100.
Yeah.
But it ain't the same feeling.
It's not the same. So there's certain movies I want to see in the movie theater. There's certain movies I really like going to the movie theater. I really think is the one escape that has nothing to do with drugs that you can have, that you can escape into this little world and go to the movie theater and enjoy yourself. I think
that's a good 2-hour escape from reality of the world.
Exactly.
People go through. So yeah, no, go to the theater instead.
And isn't that what we live life? Life is all about escaping life. That is pathetic. Life is all about
escaping life. What do you mean?
It's all an escape. You just trying to escape the grind. You trying. And somebody. My therapist is like you are somebody who loves escaping what's going on in your world, Mike. That's one of the.
That's why when you're alcoholic or something.
Yes,
you're trying to escape reality, so that makes sense. Or doing drugs, you just want to act like it ain't there, but knowing when you come down, Yeah, it's still gonna be there.
And you want to escape reality, and sometimes you want to enhance reality. You're like, this would be a lot more fun. This would be a lot more fun if I was intoxicated. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, this could be a lot more fun if we had some drinks. But we tried. So the movie theater, The Little Mermaid comes out. I already know, man.
My son was already talking about it because my daughter's coming down for the baby shower. Oh, the baby shower! Shout out to my niece.
Oh, the baby shower was happening.
I've been stalling Mike. All right, so my daughter's having a baby. My youngest daughter. So the baby shower, and I've been stalling out some of these things she had on there. The $300 strollers, the baby, the $150 baby monitors, all them big ticket items. I'm like, man, if nobody buy it, I gotta do it. And lady was like, let's just buy it now. I said, nope. I'm gonna stall this sucker out into the last couple of days, because maybe somebody else will. And lo and behold, my niece just bought. Shout out to Adrian and Shonda. They just got her this baby monitor that was real expensive. The sister-in-law and brought the stroller. So this baby shower was coming along with a lot of these big ticket items. It ain't but like one more big thing left.
Okay.
Stall them out, Debo.
Where's the baby shower? You hosting the baby shower?
Well, no. We got a little spot.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you was hosting. All right.
No, I ain't ready coming to my house.
Oh shit! They got a little spot for the baby shower. The whole night.
Yeah, but the baby shower is coming along. And she's going apartment hunting today too. So I don't know how I feel about that, low key. I feel like the baby need to be with me for them first.
Here comes the grandparents.
No, that first year or two, that bonding time I need here too. I need to make sure everything is properly set up. So I don't know about moving out at the same time as having a baby. I agree with totally. I didn't mention this yet, but I feel some type of way. I do. I really do.
Well, the option is if she feels overwhelmed, she can always just come home and just bring the kid home. So you'll already have everything set up anyway. So she can always just, the baby, she can't get the baby to sleep and she needs some rest, and she's been up for 15 straight hours, and she can always just come over to the crib and just crash out. I mean,
Hey, but this new grandparent life is different.
No, my mom pulled that on me. And I was in my 30s. The grandparents get very territorial, and
she's 20 years old. Like, how you gonna move out and have a baby at the same time? Like, that's a lot.
I mean, I respect.
That's a lot for me. That's for me. I'm talking about for me. I need to have the baby here. Like, you can do you, but I need to.
It's her baby.
No, it's our baby, son. Our baby.
It's her baby. It's not our baby.
You're just not gonna be going places. And
yes, she is.
Not if you need my support.
You can't. You can't get the biggest argument I had Monty. Monty was like, how old was she? She was in the months, 6-7 months old. Monty was a horrible sleeper. So when I would come back from hosting a club, the baby would be handed to me. Monty would be like, all right, mister, you want to be at the club? And I would play PlayStation, and I have her like this and just play and stay up and whatever. And then I never forget the first night. It was a day where my mom and my sister were full court, like, you need to bring the baby to mom's house. I said, why are y'all telling me what I need to do with my daughter? I said, I'm not bringing her. She's laying right next to me in the bed. We're good. Yeah, but you don't even have a crib there. You don't even have this. Yeah, he's a control freak, Don.
I'm really not. But go ahead.
Once you understand that you are, that's half the battle.
I just know some things that other people may not see, and I'm trying to prevent. But go ahead, tell your story, because I'm not a control freak.
I didn't have
solver, but go ahead.
But it's one and the same. You can be a problem solver and turn into there's a very thin line between being a problem solver and a control freak. There's a very, very thin line. Once you become a grandparent, life is different. Yes, trust. So we got into they were like, you need to bring the baby to mom's out. And I've never cursed my sister out before. Ever in life. I've never cursed her out. And that was like, it went straight to you, motherfucker. When you start telling somebody what they have to do with their kid, the walls go up very fast, and disrespect. When you, to this day, if you don't come at me on some old dictatorship on what I'm doing with my kid.
You know that's your village. You're gonna need that village more sooner than you realize.
And that village needs to. You have to form a line. This is what you have to do with grandparents, and Jay's gonna be very pissed off at this. You have to put a line, because if you don't put a definite line up, grandparents will overwhelm you and start making decisions for kids that they ain't got the right to make decisions for before the parent decides what they're going to do. Because that's going to turn.
It's a community aspect when it comes to grandparents.
No.
Because you know that you're going to rely on those parents. You know you're going to need that parent.
I'm going to
start disrespecting and
no, you don't start disrespecting. You got to let that person make a decision, and then you have to support. You can't be like, we're doing this. No, it's not your kid. It's your grandchild. So you got to put a line in
dad when his mom spent the night with the baby dad. No, that baby's not spending the night at no. I already know there's going to be a problem because the other grandmom going to want the baby to spend the night and all that.
They have every right to have the baby,
but it's not happening for them first several months.
But the problem is 6 months. There are two sets of grandparents, and both grandparents are good. That means nobody should have the child the first few months. Neither grandparents.
No, it has to be with the mom and the immediate grandparents.
No, that's not what's going to happen.
Can the baby hold his head up yet? Can she hold her head up yet?
And guess what? The grandmother gonna know that. The grandmother know more about the kid than you do.
Well, they get ready to be mad.
You're going to get ready to be mad because you're the one that's going to be mad.
Anyway,
and then what you're going to do is you're going to pull back and you're going to use leverage like you always do and use your leverage talking about if you want the support.
If I shut down, all right, y'all don't need me.
Well, I know Lady Q going to be there, so she going to support. She going to support.
Me and her going to probably get into it.
Yeah, but you're gonna be on the outskirts, yo. This is gonna be the one. This is going when a grandchild is involved. This is gonna be the one where you gonna be on the outskirts.
Me mentally checking out. If I mentally check out, I'm done.
It's your loss. That's your loss. You ain't hurt nobody else by mentally checking out on your grandkid. That's your loss.
No, I need to be involved and do not.
Yes, you need to be involved, and you got to stop. You can't be. You can't be a line crosser. You can't be a line crosser when it comes to somebody being a parent.
They knew this about me from day one, right?
Who cares? You knew I was an alcoholic from day one. That ain't stop you from telling me to stop drinking. What type of childish thing is that? You knew who I was from day one. You knew that don't make no sense. There's an evolution. You have to evolve as a person. Villages don't mean you do. No, but serious though. Jay claimed to be so strict. We all know that grandchild is gonna be pop wrapped around the finger.
Yeah, I know, and that's
he's going to be possessive and
you addicted. Yes, I'm gonna be.
But you can't. You're
it's going to be as if this is my grandchild, like I'm treating my
boundaries matter. Boundaries matter. Dog, I got into it with my mom. Me and my mom. There's nobody in my life like my mom. Nobody supported me like my mom. Nobody is rode out with me like my mom. Dog, I had to literally get into a yelling match with my mom. I said, "Mom, I'm not having shared custody with you." I'm not. Like, I know you're going to help me. And my mom was tremendous. My mom played a huge role, especially in the raising of Monty. She played a huge role. Yes, Mike, you're right. My parents were overbearing when I had my first son. It was miserable. I vowed to mind my business with my grands. It's not fair to the parent. It shows pure distrust. I step in when asked, only gently lend advice. Thank you, Snakes. Thank you. You know what?
You truly be invested and see that this might not, this can turn out wrong.
I can't hear you, Jay. I can't hear you.
Wait, what happened?
Now I can hear you. Now you're back.
How do you not be involved? You got to be fully involved. If you see something down, you can see an iceberg coming. We know how the story ends. We know the Titanic. So you want to help them out and jump in, even if they don't get it. You don't want them to go down that path.
Them not seeing you saying that kid can't go see their grandparents.
Not at first.
No, that's bullshit, Jay. You can't say. This is what I'm saying. It's not your decision.
People are they washing their hands? They keeping stuff clean?
Yes,
I need to see and know what's going on.
But see, this is my problem. This is what Stacey's trying to say to you. You can't make those decisions. The parent has to be aware of the circumstances. They got to be, do you trust your kid with the grandparent? Yes or no? It's up to them. You can't step in and tell somebody, especially the father of a child, you can't tell them that their mother can't babysit the kid. Dog, you don't understand what you're saying.
If I feel like you ain't got your stuff all the way together, me and you got, I can't.
You're not, okay, I'm not, this is going to be a no. You're gonna, the iceberg that you talk about, the iceberg that you just talked about, I see the iceberg. So I see you're going to be on the show pissed.
As long as they allow me to be fully invested and a part of and making these decisions.
No,
and it ain't just
you can't make the decision.
I can.
No, you can't. What you're gonna do is I'm telling you, it's gonna get ugly. And look, it got ugly in my situation. And ain't nobody closer in this world than me and my mom. I'm just telling you, the landmines.
Don't deprive me of this grandchild.
You're not depriving. Nobody's depriving you. What you want is rule over what gets done. There's a big difference between depriving you seeing your grandchild and you thinking you're going to make the decisions for somebody else's kid.
If you're heavily involved and financially might be heavily involved,
don't matter. That don't matter. Financials don't matter.
You the one always talking about I'm paying for this.
And guess what? And that way of thinking imploded. A real talk. I stopped talking to parents for 90 days over my daughter. It gets ugly. I'm just trying to tell him. Just chill. Just play your part. Be a great granddad.
I'm not no secondary grandparent where I got to wait for it to be approved to do. No, I'm involved.
You're waiting for what you don't want. You're trying to do to the other grandparents already. Exactly what you don't want.
All right.
Doug, don't do this to yourself. Your blood pressure is going to boil and you're going to think you're right.
You already got me in that mindset.
But at the end of the day, you're not the parent. Just everything you want to do, everything you want to regulate, just ask yourself, if somebody tried to regulate this with me and my kid, what would you say?
See, it's the personal, Mike. If you're involved from day one and this is the village, this is the union, we all connected, we all working together very well, you already know he's invested, he's involved, he's not a control freak, he's just concerned and want to make sure stuff is going the right way. You know this.
No,
I didn't change. I've been who I am my whole life.
And Jay, but your stance can't be, this is the way I'm going to be, and override a parent's decision. You can't do that. It's not right.
You taking a chance in me not being the way you want me. When you need me to be a certain way, you got to remember that too.
Why?
Because the kids always need.
Okay, so why are you going to not do that part simply because you didn't get your way the first time? Why are you not going to, you're not going to do the J Black roll?
Coming up these steps. Let me stop talking. Here she comes. I'm not talking crazy. All right. Mike just got me going with this.
You sound absolutely ridiculous.
I don't sound ridiculous. I am invested and involved.
Invested means you give support, not my way or the fucking highway. That's not what an investor does. An investor drops money off and just the fuck up until they're needed. That's what an investor does. And they
I said I'm invested.
That's an investor invests. Okay? You invest.
All right.
So you're investing in the growth.
All right. We're going to have problems.
For them to be the best parents.
So you're going to allow this to probably
again, like I told your mom, that's not my baby. No baby came out of me. No baby came. No, that's not my child.
Very involved.
Okay, I'm there to support.
All right, I already see where this is going.
Okay, no, you're not the boss of the damn baby, and you got to work on that. That's a mental issue. It is a mental problem. You're supposed to guide, because you know damn well
where we going with this?
No, you know damn well when you had Sierra and that woman's mother or father tried to boss you around, you bucked the fuck up and said, "I'm this child's daddy."
But I took on all those responsibilities that was needed.
And my child is taking over. She just said she's apartment hunting. She paid for her own goddamn car. She paid for her own fucking baby shower. So don't act like she ain't doing for herself.
I'm saying her support system.
I think this
again, support is just that support, not bossing anybody around.
I'm not bossing up.
You are. You sound ridiculous. Everybody ain't wrong.
All right, I sound ridiculous.
Everybody is telling you how crazy you sound. I get it.
You think I care what people think?
It's not about you caring. It's not about people caring. It's not about that. It's just about you're not right. You're not right. And like they said, this is who I am. It is a whole cop out.
Ain't no cop out.
It is a cop out.
You knew how I was.
That's not the point. That's not the point. Then stop asking me to stop hollering. Stop asking me to stop fucking cussing.
Until I feel comfortable
that's who I am.
If the baby dad can hold up to his standards, is it the same way that I had my?
Who are your standards? Who are you?
That he can handle and take care of everything. Until then,
we're not talking about that. We're talking about you. But again, if that's who you are, then stop telling me. Stop hollering. Stop this. If that's who I am.
All right, Mike. We got comments. We're gonna have some problems. I already see it.
All right. Well, first, stop saying you're gonna have some problems, because what you're doing is you're putting it in. It's gonna work out. This is gonna work out.
and she talking all that. Watch, and then when she disagree with something, then she gonna be venting to me. And yeah, this Negro did this, and now she got my daughter by her trying to figure. No, I already know.
Stacey. All right, let me turn the music up. I'm involved, but not everything needs to be corrected. Our way is not the only way. Being too involved leads to resentment. Listen, I'm trying to be a good friend. I'm trying to be a good friend. I know I've been here. I've been the other person. And it's all with good intentions. Everybody has good intentions.
So behind on these comments.
Jay, you got to fall back and let her make her mistakes. It's admirable. I like Jay and Lady Q are going to be great grandparents. That boundaries matter really matters. There are suggestions. They're going to need advice.
It's going to cause problems in this marriage. I already see it.
Yeah, but you already putting it out there because you're not open to seeing opinions from different sides. You got to be open to see the opinions everything might work out fine, Jay. Everything, she might make all the right decisions. The dad may be an incredible dad.
We'll see.
Nobody thought I was going to be a dad. Nobody thought I was going to be a great dad. I'm not saying I'm a great dad, but nobody thought I was going to be as involved as I was. Everybody had their prejudgments of me. Jay Black, bless your heart, sir. This ain't the way.
All right.
But you can't. But the only thing I'll say is be there, be supportive. Even when you don't agree, you have to be supportive. You can lend your opinion, say, I don't think this is the way to go. But you got to be, and if it turns out that you're absolutely...
I need a motivating baby dad that's about business and getting stuff done. Is at a certain point.
But you don't know if
I know
it's
she's
not.
Going to say, when you were just age, you was different. And I don't care. I need to see somebody motivated and about their business and on point.
But you've already made your mind up. But you've already made your mind up that he's not going to meet those standards.
He's never going to meet my standards.
But then the game is rigged. Then you're waiting to get mad. You've already prefaced this whole thing with getting yourself upset instead of saying, "What if this turns out right?" Which 9 out of 10 times is going to turn out right. It's going to be fine.
Let's start off by getting a driver's license. Let's start there. How about that?
You are the grandparent, not the
because you can't even pick up and. All right.
But why? But listen, this is what grandparents do. You're there.
That's not what you're going to do. You're not. You're not doing that.
I'm trying to move past
You're not doing
this,
that.
to be honest.
You're not doing that.
All right.
I think this is going to work, but you got to have a positive mindset that you are going to be there if it doesn't. This is the job. So Jay, when your son has a baby, will you be okay not seeing his child until the mom say the baby can leave?
But they're going to know. See, the difference, Sheree, is their side is going to know I'm heavily invested. There's going to be a rapport and a relationship already established prior.
But what if they don't? What if they don't?
Somebody popped in.
Our guest popped in.
You got a guest that popped in.
She did it.
They're getting set up.
It worked. Oh, and she's late, so our other guest is supposed to be 7:50. All right, let's get her on. It worked, ladies and gentlemen. I did not think this was going to happen. I tell you, I'll be confirming guests, but I'll be confirming them on the elevator. And they be like, I think I might be able to make it. I might not. And I take it as absolutely she's going to be here. But this is a big deal. She's been on the show before, but she got things popping. Well, she had things popping, but now things is popping. Now the popping. The P is you spit when you say the P now because it's popping. Ladies and gentlemen, entering Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends morning show. Miss Claudia Jordan is now in the building. Miss Claudia Jordan is in the building. Nice. Where is she? Wait, did I get her? Yes, she made it. Oh.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Morning.
How are y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you for joining us. I tell people we've had a lot of guests on the show, but we've been stood up a lot, and really? I take it as my fault.
Why?
Because I take confirmation as like what we did yesterday. I saw you in the elevator. And you were like, well, yeah, I think I can. And I took it as absolutely. I was like, it's good. She's going.
Claudia's coming on the show.
I sent a group text to everybody. We got Claudia Jordan confirmed. And
no, I was just like, God damn, the hours are kind of early. You know what I'm saying? But I made it. You my boy. I definitely had to show up for you. I just had to try to put some makeup on my face because I'm tired as hell.
Claudia, she made it. She got things popping. Let's get directly to it. You've been making appearances on The Breakfast Club.
Yes.
I've been seeing you do your thing. There's an echo. Is that you that's echoing?
Is that me?
Yeah, there's an echo.
I moved into a new house and then it's really big and
stun on these bitches.
I don't know. I think the audio, it's just really big. It's a lot of square footage here, so I don't know. Hold on. Hello? Can someone help me with the, thank you, a rug is being flown in. Look out, show the rug. Show some of the rug. A rug's being flown in.
Oh my God.
There we go. We're going to get soundproof this. Put it right here, please, sir. Thank you.
I don't know how we're going to do this because Claudia, you were late. We went from not having any guests to now we have 2 guests.
Well, no, my email said it had 7:15.
Oh, I thought I said, here I go fucking up again. Gee, this is me. Oh my God, I'm killing and we got to get her on because I know she's on a schedule and you're on a schedule.
No, I'm not on a schedule. I have I'm good. So do you need me to get off and get back on? Because I can do that.
Do you promise you will get back on?
Yes. Listen, I already got up. I already got out of bed. That's the hard part. So I'm already up.
I need to know what's going on with this Breakfast Club situation. Like the world needs to know because you're doing your thing and you're killing it. And I need to know the inside scoop. I don't want to have to text Envy because he won't tell me.
Hilarious. Well, then we can also, I would love to talk about scandalous people in management in radio. I think we should talk about that a little bit. Not at the Breakfast Club, but at other stations.
Other stations. I like where you're going with this.
The shady things that they do, like even going as far as going to the competition and giving them intel about your star. Like some people do that in this business. I don't want to say.
Oh, they hit you with that. They tried to contact and tried to act like they were doing something good. What?
It wasn't about me though. But you know this person, Michael Shawn. But we're gonna talk about this person.
I know who you're talking about because it happened to me too. And I was about to get a job and they tried to.
So I want to come back and talk a little about that.
Oh yeah, I don't think our guest is ready. I'm looking. Oh, this is so good. This is so fucking good. I need this on the show.
So what's happening? And I hope you drop it on Twitter because other program directors have been watching and seeing my tweets about this person, and they've been all like excited, like, oh, you see what Claudia said about old boy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this person you're talking about is funny because when they call people. Because the guest is not ready. So let me just get into the little. When they call people, they act like they're doing them a public service.
Yes, they do.
And they hit them with the, hey, dude's really talented. Like, I know he's talented, but.
For this particular person, we're not going to say his name, and we're going to say allegedly so there'll be no lawsuits. Well, not another one, because I won the last one.
Let's get it. Let's get it. It's Friday. Let's get it.
Thank you very much because it actually went to my Bentley. But anyways, so okay, I don't want to be obnoxious. That was too much. That was too far.
No, I love it.
Shawnee wants me to keep your square up and just bring our guest in with you.
Oh, that's fine.
That's what she wants, but I think we should have it separate so that we can show the proper attention to everybody. So I'm Claudia.
Just text me when you're ready to get on.
I'm texting you.
I'll be in either the west wing or the east wing of my house.
Okay.
It's not that big, y'all. I'm talking to you. It ain't that big.
All right.
It's just extra. But yeah, just text me when you're ready for me to come back on.
I'm texting you and it's gonna be because I know she's on a schedule. I'm texting you in 10 minutes.
No problem.
You might as well just stay right there in the east wing. You might as well just stay in the east wing right there. You might as well stay right there. All right.
Someone's gonna clip this and make me sound like such an ass. Like it's gonna be like.
It is what it is. What do you want? You just shouted out your Bentley. You just shouted out the square footage. You might as well make it happen, girl. There's nothing wrong with it. You might as well. That's what this life is about. All right, 10 minutes. I'm coming to get you.
I'll be back. Okay.
All right. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Claudia Jordan is coming back. She's coming back, and now. A friend of mine, we go from not having guests. This is my bad. We go from not having guests to having spectacular guests. And this woman, I am so incredibly proud of this woman. I've seen this woman do shows for me. I remember, I'm not even going to say the amount of money, to being one of the elite comedians in the game, not female comedians, just one of the elite comedians, period, in the game. And I see her every time I see her on TV. If I'm sitting by somebody, I turn into a fanboy and I'll be sitting there like, I know her. know, and they look at me like, but you don't know. I do. Like I swear, back in the day, I actually had her phone number to call her directly. I did. Like I did. We talked on the phone. Like we was like, yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Coco Brown is in the building. You gonna bring her up, Jay? You want me to bring her up?
Brown, I got it.
Coco Brown is in the building.
Dude, I was trying to get the tea with you. I was like,
who Claudia?
Run a little blurb or something. I'm trying to get the tea too.
I really wanted to have both of your squares up, but I thought it would be unprofessional because I want to have my focus on you, and then when I interview her, I want to have the.
Yeah, you know me, Michael. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna handle my business, honey. I know how to interject, get out what I need to get out, honey, and digress. You know that.
Yes. All right. So see what she said, y'all. Everybody who doubted me, she said, "You know me, Mike." Yes, because I do, and I've been telling y'all this. Yes, the Tyler Perry the things, and I said that's Coco. Right, I know Coco. Like we go back.
I'll forever be from the Tyler Perry shows, even though I've done 15 other things.
You've done 15 other things. But when I start bringing the other things up, when I'm like, y'all don't understand like what like the journey she went through, and all anybody cares about is like where you at now. And I'm like, yeah, but she was killing it. Like I used to do this show in Camden, and she came in.
Seriously, I'll take it back. I remember doing some of my first shows as a stand-up with Michael, Shawn, and VFWs.
Yes.
Jersey, yes. Delaware, Philly. Just us and a bunch of drunk old black people. Yes.
That was it. So let me before I get distracted. Before I get distracted, we have a bunch of fun, and we have to do the business because Shawnee's behind me, and Sony's already looking, and she's already sending me the email. The emails already came. I looked over the email. She says, get to the point of what she's taking time out to be on the show for. Yes. What is the main? What are we focused on promoting there?
We are focused on promoting this wonderful.
You disappeared, Coco. We can't see you.
Shoot, where'd I go? Okay.
Okay, go. There you go.
Okay, please bear with me. I don't have my notes in front of me.
Okay. We're rocking. We co-signing everything.
Please, you got the notes in front of you, right?
Right. Let me get to the email.
I'm emceeing and moderating some panels on a wonderful women's conference here in downtown Dallas. I don't know, maybe it's too early. My whole brain just farted on air.
Hold on, let me get Shawn.
You can live again. Thank you. You can live again. Women's conference is going to be at Gillies in downtown Dallas. It's going to be it's going to be Saturday from 10 to 3, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're going to have great workshops on everything from self-care to traveling, to do it yourself, to mental health. I mean, like, it's going to be a great time. They are honoring some great Dallas natives and people that you guys know. I do not have my notes in front of me. Please forgive me. I'm usually much more prepared, but it was my 10-year-old, he's now 11, birthday party last night. And I turn up and I shouldn't have. But you know, you can't mix children and adults, like arcade and alcohol. It's a bad combination.
It's a very bad combination.
But yes, it's living. You can live again. Women's conference, expo conference. It's going to be awesome. It's from 10 to 3 p.m., 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday at Gillies in downtown Dallas. I will be your MC as well as your moderator on the panels. Trust me, it's going to be off the chain. Make sure you go. Do you have the information on where they can buy tickets, Michael? Because I don't know.
Hold on. This is how real the show is. Shorty, can you send me the info? The email they
Work
sent
with
you.
Me, honey.
Can you send it to me? Thank you. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Please get it.
Look. No, she called me by mistake. All right. Gillies is literally down the street from where I'm staying.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm in walking distance. Like I walk past Gillies every day when I go get my coffee.
So you're probably within walking distance of where I'm staying.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't put it out there because I do have stalkers.
Oh, I know where you're at. I know. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Please, because I have stalkers. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I had a straight stalker this year. It was crazy.
Oh, so you had to get a restraining order or something? Did you have to?
I had to go through a lot of stuff on social media because they were harassing me in my inbox. They had posted a whole page saying they were me, reaching out to celebrity friends of mine asking for money. It was crazy. It was crazy. And it's like, and then I found out it was a 17-year-old girl.
Oh, wait a sec. Whoa.
That's what threw me, because I thought it was like some crazy dude. It was a 17-year-old girl.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad it didn't turn it.
No, nothing
I'm glad
happened.
it didn't.
I ended up having a really good conversation with her mother.
Oh, wait a second. So you wind up having a 17-year-old female stalker.
Yeah.
Who's
like
actually going
she was like a super fan, like super duper quadruple fan. But she was doing stuff that was really inappropriate. And I guess when social media, Instagram, all of them was reaching out, like trying to figure out what's going on this page, her mother ended up inboxing me and was like, please call me. So I had my assistant call from the bat phone. You know, we never call from the real phone unless I know you like I know Michael. But
okay. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that shit, right? Like she know me. Okay, go ahead, guys. Let's clear this shit up.
You have the real phone number. I don't know why you don't. So her mother and I had a very long conversation, and it's a shame to say, you know, you love it because I'm all here for the kids. I'm here, you know, I love it that they consider me a role model, but you know, I didn't realize she was special needs. So I got the backstory on what was going on with, you know, her while she was doing what she was doing. And, you know, her mother like deeply apologized, was like, please don't press charges. I'm like, no, I'm not going to press charges. I said, I just don't want her saying she's me or she was telling people she was my daughter.
Oh, wow. She was hitting the daughter joint.
Yeah, she was telling people that she was my daughter and that our relationship was broken and could they help her with money to get a lawyer. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh, they tried to Jay-Z you. You know, the kid is over there. He's making Jay-Z do a paternity test and everything.
I know. And it's crazy. And what's the shame is just like that dude kind of resembles Jay-Z. That dude that was in the studio rapping, Jay-Z, we need answers. I don't know if you saw that. We need answers. Because when I saw that dude, I said, oh, there must be a picture of Jay-Z when he was young. They said, no, that's, I said, he need, okay. I feel Maury. Hello, Maury. Okay.
Yo, there's a lot of layers to this stalker. This is not a regular type of stalker story. Like, this is a Lifetime channel type of. It was like
pages. She had a whole page on various platforms. She had took all my pictures, all my videos. She even had stuff of my son. Wow. And she was posing as me, and then whoever followed me, commented, talked to me, don't let me do an IG live. If I did an IG live with somebody, she would then follow that person, inbox that person, and tell them that I was her, that she was my niece, she was my daughter. You know, it was crazy.
No, you know what got crazy, Coco, is when she did 10 minutes at the Improv. That was crazy. I didn't. When she did 10 minutes, I said, "Hey, that's Coco's daughter doing comedy."
Well, then there's a whole lot of them running around. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I heard there's a lot of baby Coca Browns running around.
Well, you know what? Selfishly, I see you doing all this work. I see you everywhere. And I was like, but because I know you from Killing Stages, I was like, well, I wonder if she's going to like fall back. And I wouldn't be mad at you. You know, so you're doing all the acting.
I would love to Eddie Murphy the game at this point.
Right. I would understand it.
Before, you know, it was like, you know, I didn't know how to not do both.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd be filming something and then run out on the weekend, tell some jokes, come back to filming. I didn't know how to not do both or take time off. Okay, I'm filming, let's focus on this. Or I'm touring right now, let's focus on this. I didn't know how to do it. But now I'm getting better where it's like, okay, if I'm filming something, don't send me no gigs. Let me focus on this. And then when I'm gigging, when I'm touring, you know, I'll audition. I'll do that little self-tape in the closet in the hotel room. But it's like, let me focus on this as well. So, yeah. So I mean, right now at this point, I would love to Eddie Murphy the game. And when I say, you know what I mean when I say Eddie Murphy the game, just really focus on TV and film right now, and just do comedy, like pop up like a Dave Chappelle every like 2 years.
So to say what I was saying was, I was like, well, I haven't seen her. I hear that she's still on stage. And then you're in Dallas. You came to Dallas and you did a tour. It's like, I think it was like 2 years ago. Maybe.
Yeah, I was here with DL about maybe 5-6 months ago.
Okay, and I saw
it was
you.
Me,
Yeah,
DL, Ricky Smiley. It was a bunch of us. I don't think I saw you at that show.
no, I didn't get to that one. It was
That's the one I did. That's the last one that I did here. But I'm at the Arlington Improv August 3rd through the 6th. So I'll be back in August.
Oh, I'm there.
To do the Arlington Improv. So I'm still gigging, but you got to understand, they don't have a spotlight on me for stand up because I don't have enough followers. But I'm good with the acting.
No.
You see my face, right?
That's a little early morning flexing. That's what we call this.
This negate my 27 years in the game because I don't have enough followers. But it's cool, you know.
But my thing was, when I see who I consider friends take that step, I already know what people are going to start saying in the community. The first thing they do is, well, they ain't that funny anymore because they doing this, and that. That's the first, because there's no greater hater than fellow comedians. There's no great. I'm just gonna let you know right now. There's no greater hater. So when I saw you perform, you went there, you tore it down.
Yeah.
And I was like, good, because I don't want to hear the bullshit. Because if I hear one more person now come around me, like, Kevin ain't that funny no more. What are you talking about? Like,
well, I mean, my thing is when you're sitting on 150 million, I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, honestly, would I still be funny? No. I mean, I might be somewhere with a cooking show, honey, trying to be, let everybody know I got a master's degree and be educated. I'm just saying.
No, facts. Those are facts.
But I mean, I love what I do, but my thing is this, where people say you're not funny anymore because you're making money and blah, 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 blah. My thing was, I'm still funny. I'm still going to do my thing because there's that little girl in me that still feels I have something to prove every time I touch that stage.
Right.
That I have to represent Coca Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a part of me too that's like, I mean, I'm not going to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to be cocky for a minute. How many standing ovations can you get?
Whoa, wait a second.
Lex Friday.
So at this point, it's like, you know what I do. You know what I do. If you've ever seen me on stage, you know what I do. And if you ain't standing up when I say goodnight, you in a wheelchair, and I understand.
Oh, it's early morning flexing.
But I'm being so real right now. Michael, you know that one of my claim to fame in this game is nobody wants to follow me.
Facts.
You know this. You know what I do.
Facts.
So it's like, at this point, I have nothing else to prove to you.
Right.
At this point, comedy is mine. It's my therapy. It's my safe place. It's my peaceful place. It's where I go to have fun and let my hair down. So I'm not up there hoping you pick me anymore because, sugar, I've already been picked.
Oh boy, let me tell you this sermon. Coke, I don't know if you know, I'm a pastor of a church called Anybody Can Get It. We got a church. It's called I'm the pastor.
I send my tithes and all.
Yes, and I admit that I'm doing it for the money. When I ask for the tithes, I admit that the reason why we're doing this is because I'm trying to get paid. Like, I'm trying to get paid.
Right.
And the first lady, Jay Black's actually the head of the deacons, and the first lady is Shawn, and she's not on. She's on.
Okay, I love it.
So that sermon right there, we need that sermon. And my question is, and I don't think people get this, when your career blossoms, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the pressure of getting on a comedy stage is different because the expectations now, people, like I said, can't wait to say you didn't do good. Like they want to have that story. Yeah. They want to be at the salon, they want to be at the bar, and they want to have a story to tell. Yeah. So when people are like, well, why do comedians your self-esteem is at risk every time you get on stage.
Every time. And every time you are this close to digressing,
yes,
or being canceled, yes, or everybody saying you ain't funny no more. Because the thing is, let's keep it 100. They will spread you bombed quicker than they'll spread you killed every day. And the thing is, they mad because I don't give them that narrative. Because the last time I bombed, honey, I might have been 4. So like,
knock joke.
I'm just keeping it 100 right now, Michael. You know what I do, and I mean, and the thing is, it took me a long time to be this confident in what I do, but I know what I do. I know. I mean, when I got grown men talking about, I ain't going after Coca. Coca, you can close. I ain't getting clothes or money.
Exactly.
Are there subjects that you're staying away from though? Like with this cancel culture, with everything going on, what's that one usually? No, I'm not even going to talk about it.
I've learned. I really don't do politics because my views are kind of skewed a little bit. So I don't do politics because I don't know. I got to keep something for myself sometimes, whatever. I've learned to stay away from the alphabets because the last time I said anything in reference to that, they tried to cancel me. So I said, no, I'm going to stay here. I have one joke I do about my lesbian friend, and she co-signed on that. And the lesbians show me nothing but love when I do it. But other than that, no, I stay clear. I just,
Yeah, I you know what, Coco, I shouldn't even have brought Tyler Perry up because now I know what you. I just got sent your resume, and I didn't know half the shit that you've done.
Yeah, I'm the pop-up queen. Sugar, look, Google me. Say my name in your remote on your TV and watch how many stuff come up. People don't know I'm the pop-up queen, baby. I'm on everything.
So, and you don't. And the other rule we have on this show: if you don't want to answer a question, you just don't answer the question. We don't. We just move on. If you're like, nah, I don't feel like fucking with that right now. We go like, all right, cool, and we go on.
Okay.
But I always wanted to know because when we talk, when I've seen you, we've always gotten to a conversation about relationships because. Listen, I only see one part of Coco. I see a cool woman, an attractive woman, but I see somebody, and it means a lot to me, to somebody who's just cool as fuck. Like I always say, people are looking for their soulmates. I just want somebody I get along with. Right? I want, that's all I want. I want somebody I get along with, and we actually, even in our disagreements, we on the same wavelength where we ain't got to take it somewhere. We can go right here.
We can fight to win. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. But is it harder for you? I don't know if you're in a relationship now. Is it harder to find that relationship that you want when you're popping, or is it harder when you're just a civilian and you're just doing your everyday life? And which one is it more difficult now for you to find somebody that you can trust, or was it easier? Was it easier back in the day?
Of course, it was easier back in the day when I was just Farrah.
Uh-huh.
You know, when I was just that girl. You know, when I was just Farrah. Of course, it was easier. You know, what were you intimidated by it? You know, I drove a certain kind of car because my daddy loved me. No, that was about as far as it went, you know. But now with me, I'm going to be real with you. It's me. I have trust issues. I don't trust these men. They crazy. They crazy. They crazy. And I've tried, Lord knows I've tried. And I've dated, you know, I love it, you know, everybody out here want to be a mini Kevin Samuels, and I'm like, baby, check my account, Google me, honey. I'm high value. Don't let that fool play with you.
Ooh,
you know, just because I'm not light skinned and size 3, honey, I'm high valued, boo boo. Okay, please don't check me, boo boo. Run my receipts, please. But
Jesus,
but it's crazy because the guys that I meet, they claim they don't have an issue with what I do. And because real talk, I think you know me enough, Michael, to know that there's Coca Brown, there's Farrah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm mama. My kid is asleep right behind me right now.
Right.
Okay. Like I'm supposed to be down here working. I brought my kid. I threw him a party last night. Because it's his birthday. Like I'm still mama. I'm still Farrah. I took care of my parents till they died. But they don't want her. It's like they meet me and they claim they're fine with Coca Brown. They're fine with the image. They're fine with all the pomp and circumstance that comes with who I am. But then they get in it and all of a sudden their little egos get bruised because the spotlight's not on you, baby.
So you have a lot of boxes that they got to check, or would you date that bus driver? Because you know,
trust me, I've dated the bus driver, sir.
Hey, they ain't mad at you.
No, seriously, I have tried them all. I have tried the blue collar guy, the white collar guy, the corporate guy, the athlete, the entertainer, the rapper, the dentist, the dope boy. I've done it all. And it just seems like, I don't know if it's a pride ego thing. And it runs across the board no matter what position they hold in life. It's like for some reason, y'all need that ego stroking. And when you meet one that can be there and say, hey, this spotlight belongs to my lady and I'm proud of her. Like, I ain't gonna lie. The way Courtney B. Vance looks at Angela when she on that red carpet.
Well,
now mind you, he is a force to be reckoned with in his own right, but he understands that's Angela Bassett. Okay. And when he looks at her on that red carpet, there's not an ounce of intimidation or anger or envy or whatever. He's looking at her like, that's mama. I want that. I want that. Like, for real. And it's like they claim they that's how they gonna be. But as soon as that spotlight hit, well, I'm somebody too. Well, ain't nobody talking to me on the red carpet because you know, like they come in. Like that's what I have to do. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, boo-boo, this is what I do. This is not who I am. But, and then, narcissists must be in the Hennessy.
The Henny.
Because I've never met so many narcissistic. Oh my God. It is like, it must be in the Hennessy. It must be in the Corona. I have never met so many narcissistic men in my life. It's insane.
I think with these guys, and I'm no therapist because trust me, I'm dysfunctional to the highest degree. I had 3 stints in rehab, and man, listen, I get it. I got my trust issues.
You just made yours public. We all have.
Come on. Yeah. So I think with these guys is, and I think they have the wrong ambition. It's like I would love to have Coco Brown on my arm. Yeah. But you don't understand when she's on your arm, ain't nobody seeing you. They're seeing her.
Right. It's crazy. And I try to prepare them for that. The last guy that I dated, that's when I knew it was the beginning of the end. We went to New York Fashion Week. And we're at a fashion show, and of course there's this, red carpet. I walk in, they're like, "Oh, Coco Brown," and I'm walking down the thing, and next thing I know, I hear the guy go, "Well, my name is so and so. I ain't her man." And I'm like, what? I'm trying to smile and be cute for the camera. I know there's a picture somewhere on Getty Images of me like this. because I'm on the red carpet, and all of a sudden I'm somebody too. I have a name, and I'm like, I'm like looking like, oh my God. So I get off the red. I'm like, what happened, baby? He said, no, dude, gonna sit there and ask me, man, what's it like being with Coco Brown? I know that's got to be fun. At being Coco Brown's man. He said, I have a name. My name is not Coco Brown's man. I said, well, he was actually complimenting you, idiot.
When that insecurity kicks up and they asking you about your new movie
in front of everybody. I'm sure there's a Getty image out there of me just like because he just snapped out. And I'm like, dude, seriously? But this is a dude that claimed, I don't want no parts of that, baby. That's your life. I'm just gonna support you, baby, and be your biggest cheerleader, baby, and da-da-da-da-da.
No, I can't even be. It's so ridiculous what he did, but I can't even see it. That ain't too far fetched. I can see myself like, I'm gonna be at the Improv Thursday, right?
Right.
I'm doing 15 minutes at the Improv Thursday.
Right. But he was like offended because he said, what's it like being Coco Brown's man? He said, I have a name. My name is not Coco Brown's man.
Shit. Let me get your stuff. I got it right here. It's going down. You can live again.
You can live again, yes, please.
At Expo and awards announcement on Saturday. It goes down Saturday, May 20th. Gillies is the location. Get your tickets. Doors open. Wow, the doors open at 10 a.m. I don't think Coco's gonna be there at 10 a.m. But the doors open at 10 a.m.
I will be there at 9. Thank you very much. I have to prepare and get my head together. I am a professional.
Okay, all right. Come to find out her son got another birthday. They doing another party for his son. They did another one.
Oh, trust me. The whole time I'm working, he's turning up with his uncle. They going to Six Flags today.
Yeah. Is there anything in the works that you can? I know you're not supposed to leak stuff out. You're not supposed. Is there anything in the works?
It's pretty much out. I mean, make sure you guys check out the new show Big Door Prize on Apple TV. We're about to drop this, the season finale. And it's getting rave reviews on Apple TV called Big Door Prize. Okay. Also, all of you Never Have I Ever fans that's on Netflix will be coming out with our final season, season 4 next month. Everybody's excited about that. Of course, if you haven't seen it yet, you must be under a rock, but make sure you check out that Will Packer movie, Praise This, on Peacock with Chloe from Chloe Haley. And and if you're flying on the Friendly Skies on Delta, make sure you pull up Coco Brown Famous Enough, my 1-hour special.
What?
I'm a quiet storm, Michael. I'm a quiet storm.
She checks her inboxes too, if y'all didn't catch that earlier. So you can follow her, Coco Brown. There's her IG right there. And she checks her inboxes. That's good to know.
She checks her inboxes.
I do. I talk to people. I do. I love it.
So we gotta while you're doing big things, I'm told I need to invite you to this, and I have to invite you. I'm a hoe. Like if a celebrity friend comes into town, I need to invite her to what I'm doing. Okay. So we're doing an adult prom, right? This is the Rewrite Your Prom History. This is where you get to, if you had a horrible prom, you went with somebody you didn't want to go to, you had a dad that wouldn't let you stay out, you had to be home by midnight on the prom and whatever. We're doing it Saturday in Fort Worth. It's an open bar for you, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's an open bar. We got the DJ. We got the whole thing. I'm performing. I'm hosting. We would love, if you're still in town, you to come through to the reprom. I don't know if
when
you can.
Is it?
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow night. It's tomorrow night. We can get you, and obviously, we'll throw out the red carpet for you. Just and we, hey,
you got a date. I guess you said you don't have to have a date to come.
You ain't gotta have a date. You can do whatever you want. You can come in there and you can treat this prom like tender.
You running to find a gown and like, okay, change plane tickets. I gotta get in the other hotel room. I gotta find a gown. I gotta. Good Lord,
that would be dope.
Now, if you can, because I'm gonna stop by. I know where you're at. I'm gonna contact you before you leave.
Right. Send me the information. Send me the information. I can't make any promises, but if I can find me a good gown on sale at David's or something.
And honestly, you don't even need the gown, Coco. You can wear what you're gonna wear. You can wear what you're gonna wear. You just pop up in there, and them cats is gonna go. They're gonna go bananas, and I'm gonna look real. I'm gonna look good. It's gonna be a good look on my part.
It's gonna be like some nice dudes in there. It's gonna be a lot of Willie Earls.
I don't know. Now I can't guarantee. I don't know what Willie Earls look like. I don't know. I know it's funny as shit what you just said, but I don't
know what Willie Earl look like. Willie Earl wears 15 gold chains. Still think he can wear a white beater. Got the conch to the side with the finger wave, just one finger wave in the front. You know who I'm talking about. Got a ring on every finger. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. So let me be honest with you because you're a friend. Okay, there's gonna be some Willie Earls in there. There's gonna be some Willie Earls in there.
That just means I'm gonna get drunk for free. Yeah,
they gonna be in the building. Okay. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I might have invited. Now that you broke down what the Willie Earls are, I might have personally invited like 2 of them. So it might be my bad.
There'll be some pearls there. Some Ediths.
Hilarious. I'm going to make sure I contact you before you leave.
Please do.
Regardless, because you're literally, I'm going to walk. I probably walked past your hotel 3 times already.
You probably have. I'm right down the street, so you probably have. I'm right here in the face.
Leslie knows the Willie Earls. Trina says we all got a few Uncle Willie Earls in our family. Damn, these Willie Earls.
Forget that you're family when they get a little lit and say the most inappropriate things to you. I'm your niece. Stop. I'm your niece.
Girl, you done grown up nice, girl. You done grown up nice. You done grown up nice. Look at you.
Yeah, you a brick house. Good
you a brick house. You a fucking brick house. You a dirty ass uncle. Go. Get out of here. All right, Coco, thank you. You're going to be in for the Dallas.
I'm at Gillies this Saturday from 10 to 3. The You Can Live Again Women's Expo and Awards concert. I am going to be emceeing and doing the panels, all kinds of great panels about self-care, mental health, do-it-yourself projects. Come through, see me. Let's have some laughs, get enlightened, and heal. Sugars, get your tickets now.
Coco, I want you to enjoy every minute of every shine that you get, and I want you to keep running, walking this journey and running this journey, and don't put no limitations on the shit that, man, if there's a nomination for a Golden Globe or a People's Choice and you get it, I ain't gonna be shocked. I said I am not gonna be shocked when it happens.
Yes.
And thank you for taking time out and just joining us, and you've always joined us. You've always looked out for me, so I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Coco Brown. Coco Brown, ladies and gentlemen. This is big. This is wonderful. And we got footage. She says, Mike got my number. We got footage.
She confirmed. She knows you.
She know me. Like, I'm not playing with these games. I'm not playing these games. These are my people. Look, now I'm cocky. These are my people.
Claudia confirmed that y'all was cool. All right.
Hold up. Let me see it. Claudia's still right there. Let me text her right now. I'm going to text her right now. Hey, get back on.
Oh, I think she's there. I see her hand.
Get back on. Oh, she's right there. She's right. We got to get into. Oh, we.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
I wasn't ready.
Are you ready for me now?
What the fuck is going on?
While I was waiting, I got a little brand new. Me and Shelly.
Not the cat. Not the cat.
Hey, stop it.
All right. All right.
What were we talking about? Ow, she's biting me. Get off me.
I don't know. I don't even know if I can call her Claudia when she's dressed
Jordan.
like Miss Jordan. Miss Jordan. Well, welcome back on the show, Miss Jordan.
Actually, it's TV's Claudia Jordan.
TV's Claudia Jordan. TV's Claudia Jordan. Okay.
I'll just have a little fun with y'all.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Is it too much?
No. I love it. Please keep it. Please. Listen, I'm looking at the time of the show. This is going to be a clip. If you miss Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, you miss Claudia Jordan and a cat in a fly.
Oh, the way she came in, though. That was.
Clearly, I have a lot of time on my hands.
All right. So Claudia Jordan, we're gonna get we're gonna get right messy, right into it. Number one, Claudia Jordan's been making appearances on the Breakfast Club. I don't know if this is gonna lead to a permanent position. It should. If I had my vote, no disrespect to nobody. I just know what Claudia can do on radio. I know how she knows how to execute. I know her personality. I know her gangster. I know any woman that stood with Jamie Foxx on Sirius when you did the show with Jamie and all them comedians and stood right there and was going toe to toe with everybody, and she got a slick fucking mouth. That's what I'm gonna say. She got a slick mouth. This one, the person you see right now is not the person with the slick mouth. This is a different version right here. So, what is going on with the Breakfast Club? Is there what is the deal? Because some people just think you're just popping up.
Well, I know they want a third person, and I've made no secret about it that I would love to have that job. There's been some really good people that are, that actually are in the running as well. So I don't know. I mean, they may want to go younger, or they might want to go with the older vet. I think they should have both, but I don't know. I don't make that decision, but I would love it. I've made it very obvious, like, you know what, this is something I've always wanted to do. When I used to be a guest on that show, I used to leave there like, damn, this feels so comfortable. Like, I would love this kind of show. You know what I mean?
Right. And with the moves they made, the Breakfast Club is the Breakfast Club, and this whole BET thing and everything showing the show, it's amazing what they've done. And shout out to Envy and Charlamagne. Shout out to Angela Yee for doing what she's doing and venturing off on her own to make her move and stuff like that.
I love her.
So it's unbelievable to me that a radio station hasn't come to you and been like, get you on this microphone now.
Well, after my first appearance on the Breakfast Club, there was a Dallas company that wanted to start a new morning show that he's still been hitting me up. Mm-hmm. And then a station in LA. Honestly, after the last stint in radio in Dallas, with some of the stuff I had to deal with, and I was like, I'm cool on radio. It doesn't pay enough to deal with the bullshit that you got to deal with. And it was a 6-figure job, but for the bullshit you had to go through, it needed to be 7. It needed to be 7 with the stuff especially women in radio. Let me get real with y'all, bro. Let me take this shit.
Oh, the glasses don't come off. Hold up. Here we go.
I think that cord on her microphone. There we go.
All right. Okay. Let me be real with y'all.
Yeah, check your microphone because there's a little thing going. There we go. Because we got to hear you clearly on this. Now, turn it on.
Got to unmute it again.
Unmute it.
Yeah, I think this.
For some reason, the Shure mic, there's always a problem with StreamYard.
Okay. Now you're good. We got a little echo, but we'll work with it.
Sorry. I'm really sorry, y'all. I apologize. Women in radio, we have a tough time. Half the time, you get hired to be a man's sidekick. Right? Yep. And they really don't want you to be a strong personality. They want you to just be like, it's so funny, insert name, and you're like a support system.
Insert name. All right, go ahead.
You know I'm shady, but you gotta be smart to catch my shade.
Right.
But it's very honest, and they don't want you to be like a strong personality. They'll even say stuff to you like, "Do you have to be funny every day?"
Wait. Somebody told you, do you have to be funny every day?
Yeah.
All right, continue.
And then just read the news. Don't speak during this segment. So I understood early on, like, there's like, some people find women in radio annoying. And then also radio is a place where, damn, it's about to sound fucked up what I'm about to say. Can I swear here?
Go ahead, fuck it.
Radio is a place where ugly men can flourish and they don't have to worry about a beautiful woman taking their job, right? So there's a lot of like men that didn't get a lot of ass in high school that get on a radio show and they like, I run this shit now and I'm gonna be mean to people because of how y'all treated me in 1982. And then a girl comes along and they're like, you ain't about that. That's not gonna work now. You know, looks are not gonna help you. But then radio became different. Radio started streaming. Radio became very visual. And then there was a space like for attractive women. And this isn't about me. This is just about women in general. And I think it kind of got on some of those men's nerves. Honestly, I think it got on some of those men's nerves. Like, oh, now we can't have this space. You know, I'm not saying that's the only reason, but it definitely is a male-dominated field. And there's a few women that have been able to slide through and get, you know, really have some success. Dee Dee McGuire is one of them. But then you have people in your own camp that are working against you. You have people in your own camp that pretend to be advocates of your show that I know for a fact would go across the street to the competition and give dirt on your very own stars of the show. And Michael Shawn, you know I don't lie. And I think that's wicked. So you gotta work, you gotta fight the demons on the way up. You earn your position, you bring lots of dollars into a company, hard work, and then you got people on the inside that's working against you. That you would not, I know he wouldn't do that to, or this person wouldn't do it to a man. And I thought that was like unbelievable that it got brought to people's attention and this person was protected. But a woman, stutter on the news a few times to see what happens. Tell somebody no and see what happens.
I've had my run-in with radio, but I always said, women, the dilemma that y'all have is like they're obstacles that are put permanently. Well, they could change. Somebody could change them. But right now, when I see what, especially attractive women go through, any woman goes through, like even the show. I had a long run on Dee Dee in the morning. God bless it, made my money and did whatever happened. But I saw, even though it was called Dee Dee in the morning, there was a lot of people in the background saying, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do this. But that's not the same thing that was told to other radio personalities when they did their morning show.
What do you mean? Go deeper. So you don't have a non-disclosure from a settlement, but I do. So why don't you just tell us what you want? You go ahead.
The gaslight is, if my name is on this morning show, and I want to talk about Mars, I need to fucking talk about Mars.
And you should stand on that.
And what happens is the sabotage was, no, we're going to, in our own way, tell you you're not going to talk about that. You're going to do it like this. And we need you to do it like this. And then the puppet master, do this and do that and do this. And there's no control. And it's fucked up. I mean, now, as a leader of the show, you can feed into it, or you can stand up against it.
Yep.
So if you take the check and you allow it to happen, then two parties have to take responsibility for it.
Now, I do want to say in the beginning, I want to rock the boat. But once you're established and it's a known fact that you're a proven success story and you are a proven moneymaker for a company, then you should have the currency and the belief in yourself that, you know what? If I don't like what I see what's going on, then I'm going to put my foot down. I used to tell her, I'm like, yo, you run this. And I hope you don't forget that. You run this, not this person. You run this. Your name is on there. So if you don't like something, you can put your foot down and say it. But, I think women are also taught from an early age to play nice. And that's why women that don't are labeled difficult or disruptors. Hello. But I'm really for the truth. Whatever the truth is what I'm for. And it's not always pretty. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't like that. People like people in the business that kind of just tell you what you want to hear and play along, get along. They love that. But if you really stand on things, like, think about that. Most people at most jobs don't. So when you do, and then you have a microphone to amplify that voice and inspire others to do the same thing, you're dangerous.
No, those are facts. And I, not on purpose, I've wound up working with more female leads in this business than I think most people can actually put on their resume. From Jonesy to Dee Dee, I spent years watching strong women try to be muffled for whatever reason. And I know for a fact that if I had changed positions with that person and I was the lead, I would have been able to do a lot more than what they were allowed to do. Oh, without the ruckus.
Well, you are really fantastic at being a support system and not being a hater and still shining. So you have a special talent with that. So you're always going to work well with women and men. Like you don't make anyone feel bad. You don't try to steal the spotlight. You just get your jokes in on your own. Like you don't need people to like get out of the way so you can get your joke. You gonna make your way to the basket. Like you were really good, and I thought it was a huge mistake to get to let you go.
Thank you. Yeah,
I thought it was a huge mistake, and I was very vocal about that.
But it all works out in the end. Look for you, the situation that you had, what you're doing, and what's about to happen. I can only imagine. I told you need to write the book. I said I don't know why the book isn't made already.
It's just because I'm a procrastinator. I've been bullshitting. I have a couple books in me with my experience and stuff. I kind of feel like the book should be called "Getting Fired Was the Best Thing That Ever Happened to Me" because my life changed.
That inspires me.
Every time I get fired, it happened twice. Well, Ricky Smiley Show didn't renew my contract, but you can call that a firing.
Right. They went a different way. They always go a different way.
We're going a different direction. It does not include you.
Yeah.
But every time after an event like that, and then with the radio show here in Dallas, we knew they was getting ready to fire us, and me, Talis, and Nina. So they have to fire you in person, or tell you in person, right? Mm-hmm. So we started pre-recording the last half hour of our show and sneaking out of the building so they couldn't see us. Yo, that shit was so fun. It was we were covert operation. We were all right, let's get out of here. We was trying to get out before the HR people, were around. And we would just if someone tried to call us, we would not pick up. We was doing all kinds of stuff to prolong the inevitable, right? Yeah. So they couldn't get us, right? So finally, I knew it was gonna happen on this Monday. I reach out to a producer in LA. I go, yo, I'm coming to LA. I want to try out for the show that you have going on on the NBC lot. He's like, oh, we'd love to have you. But they already had a black female lead, so I knew chances were slim that they'd have 2 black girls on the show. But I booked my flight to LA knowing I still was on the schedule to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I was like, I just feel like they're going to fire me today. So I left the studio, and then they tried to call me to come back in. Gio called me, HR called me, and they were like, I was like, I'm busy. So they were like, can you come back in the office? We want to talk to you. I go, no, I'm not coming back to the office for y'all to fire me. Y'all can tell me what you got to tell me over the phone. Mm. And then they were like, we're going a different direction. I said, oh, okay, I bet you are. Mm. I said, well, so am I.
Wow. I'll give you a quick story. I knew I was getting fired just like you knew you were getting fired at a different place in Philly. And I was at a funeral. And they kept calling me saying, when are you coming in? I'm at the funeral. I said, whenever we're done the funeral. So that funeral lasted for 2 weeks. I stayed in New York for 2 weeks. Because I needed as many checks as possible. And I had to get all my prescriptions. Because, I had to make sure I filled all my prescriptions at the CVS and everything.
Oh, they cut your health insurance. They're so cruel about it. They cut your health insurance right away. You're like, you couldn't let me rock out and get some anxiety and depression medication for being unemployed now. You couldn't let me just get that off a little bit.
That is hilarious.
Well, they fired me, and then I got on a plane and went to LA. I did one day on the show, and then while I was there, Fox Soul, Mike Hill said, hey, are you in LA? Can you fill in for me for 2 days? And I was like, sure. I've been looking at you doing the show, and I kind of want to do something I wish there was something like that in Dallas. So I went and filled in kind of, it was spicy and stuff. And before I left, I was saying goodbye to everybody because I was still living in Dallas. So I was like, bye, thank you for the opportunity, whatever. And then James DeBose, who's the head of Fox Soul programming, came up to me and he said, we need you back here on Monday.
Wow.
I said, I don't live here anymore. I live in Dallas. He said, figure it out. And 3 years later, the top shows on Fox Soul have created shows. We've increased over 6,000%. We went from the hundreds of thousands of viewers to over 80 million views. My show's making money. My show's doing well. And
so y'all be getting me kicked up on it. Y'all be pissing me off. I be watching up, but I love it. I love the dialogue that goes between you and everybody on the show. So once again, you win. You're a winner. You're a fucking winner. That's what she is. She's just a winner.
I want to do more. You came down when I did that talk show I was trying to do. I for political reasons, we couldn't launch it at the time. But I want to be behind the scenes. I want to create some more stuff. So I might have a little podcast-based situation for you as well, because I invested in a black tech company in LA, and we are driving traffic to podcasts and monetizing, and some people are making some bread. So we're gonna talk about that offline, because I love putting other people, not putting you on because you've been established, but I love trying to put more money in your pocket.
Well, we're here for the money in the pocket, and we're here when you just need a word and we're talking. Listen, it's confirmed. It's official. Quoted Jordan's putting me on. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. We're on. It's a black tech company. I don't know the name, but we're on. We're on.
Jay Black. Speaking of Black, Jay Black, how you like working with Michael Shawn?
Mike is good. I can't even front. Actually, I'm loyal to Mike, because when the radio station went in a different direction on me, I was sitting on the curb, confused, darn near in tears, and Mike scooped me up and paid me out of his pocket. So my loyalty is always with Mike.
Wow.
Yeah, he was my book on the show. How ignorance is bliss. This is ignorant right here. The company fired him. I decided to pay him out of my pocket and make him my producer, and I never asked anybody. He just came right back into the studio on Monday.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love that.
And we wound up working 20 years later. We're still working together.
Oh my God. You know, relationships and loyalty is big in this, is because it's rare. So when you find that, you got to hold on to those people, and don't let anyone like talk bad about them when they're not in the room. Have their back when they're there, when they're not there. Because I feel like you'll get more jobs from your integrity and loyalty than maybe even talent sometimes. Because we're in a time where the fuckery is winning, but it's like a pendulum. It has to swing back the other way. It got to go back the other way. And I have to believe that the good guys will win. Like, we had this horrible era of ratchetness and ridiculousness and goofy shit and fuck boys and dumb bitches winning that are doing people real dirty behind the scenes. And not just in radio, I'm just saying in life. And I think people are getting tired of it. And I think we're getting to a point now where people want just good people around them that they can trust. And I have to believe that. I have to hold on to that. So stay the course, as James DeBose always says, stay the course. And, don't ever go over to the dark side and be like them. Like the person that would dig in their host's bag and try to find evidence of drug use and then run across the street and say, she or he's doing this. Or call someone an alcoholic. Meanwhile, you have a drawer full of alcohol in your drawer at work. And you're getting blitzed and drinking hard liquor at work. It's the goddamn audacity for me. You know I'm not lying, right, Michael Shawn?
No, you're not. The person who fired me was drunk when they fired me.
For being drunk.
For being drunk.
That's that bullshit, though. That is that bullshit. And I just feel like why do the abusers keep getting protected? And they'd rather pay out money in lawsuits and settlements and fire the people that are actually bringing revenue to the stations and keep the problem, the cancer. But, sometimes the trash takes itself out.
Yeah, well, it did.
Speaking of trash, can I be a little messy for a second, Mike? Last time we saw Claudia, she was on a couples retreat. She was with the dude KJ. He was on the show with us a little bit here.
KJ, I think. Shout to KJ, I think.
And KJ never proposed to Claudia. They're no longer together. Is that the reason why? Because he never proposed, or was it something else?
It was really about that, because I really wanted to get married, and I felt like I was great marriage material. And I really wanted to have like a 2-income household, like business-wise. And we got along so good. We actually still get along really, really good. Like, we're still like the best. We're like best friends. We are best friends, actually. He's a person I still tell about everything that happens. Like, yo, this happened today, blah, blah, blah. He looks out for me. Like, he really does. He's a good person. So to me, it was like a no-brainer. But you have to also realize and meet people where they are. Like, he was in a marriage before. And some people, when it doesn't work out, they're traumatized. And they think, well, once I get married, it's going to ruin the relationship. So I went out there and I dated, someone that really said they wanted to get married and really put the extras on it, and spoke to my mother about my ring size and all that kind of stuff. And that person said all those things, but the behavior wasn't there. KJ didn't say those things, but he acted like my husband. So, people have a lot to say about that show. Like, oh, he said he wasn't sexually attracted to you. It was one moment in like, have you ever been in a relationship where you kind of go up and down, like, I ain't feeling you right now. And then you are. But of course, because it's me, it's immortalized, like, I just am this whack person sexually, and my pussy must be fucked up, and, you know what I mean? All this nonsense. Obviously, I've had long relationships, 4 years, 3 years, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a problem. But it's just the way people like to run with something's wrong with you, or a woman. Like, a man can be 50, 60, 70, 80 years old and be single, meaning not married, and no one will ever say something's wrong with him. With a woman, they want to throw us away after 35 when I'm married. And they put a lot of pressure on us that we're not valued unless we have a husband and a child. And half the time you can't stand your husband, he's impotent. And your kid gets on your goddamn nerves and has disappointed you. But that's supposed to be successful for someone that's living their life and having a fantastic time blessing others and just being happy. You know. But yeah, he's a good guy though. He's not a bad guy.
But this is what, you know what fucked me up about this show? Is when you guys were doing it, I said to myself, I was like, Claudia knows how to work this. She knows the ins and outs of being in front of a camera. And I've been around y'all too. Like, I've seen y'all. Y'all like the perfect team. Like, everything is, like, y'all are equally yoked. Like, I was like, wow, so I said, nah, they just playing. Like, Claudia probably just was like, this is what we gonna do. This is how you gonna rock it. This is what you go, and then when I find out that y'all really end the relationship, I was fucked up. I was like, wait a second, y'all was serious about that?
It was a while afterward though, and it wasn't right away. Like, actually, when we went on when we got Claudia to be on the show, honestly, I really wanted just a check. And I was like, this will be good. We'll make some bread. We don't have any major. We have minor things, you know what I mean, like. Minor things, but nothing. We were like, we're gonna be the strongest couple there. But then they really do make you talk about things. And some things come off worse when they're on TV than they really were in the
editing's crazy.
And then when he said he wasn't, when AJ asked him if he was still sexually attracted to me, and he said no, they looped that and played that every single week.
That's all I saw.
I was defined by that. But they didn't show the part of him apologizing to me. They didn't show the part of him saying, sorry, I didn't really mean to say that. They didn't show any of that. They didn't show we had a big blow up on the beach. I wish they would have showed where I walked away. It was dramatic. I cannot believe they didn't show this because it was such a big moment where I said, fuck it, I don't even want to marry you no more. You know? And it was like it was real tears. Like, they really do make you do real therapy. It's not fake. And so you may go in there like, we got this, but then when you see it back on television, I ain't going out front, it does kind of hurt you more because it's different when you have stuff going on in your house, but when you have a million people commenting on it, it definitely goes in it plays in your head. Like, you start to, damn, maybe it really is bigger than I thought it was. You know, and then we always have that grass is green on the other side thing. You know, he probably thought, I can get a girl that's more sexual. And I'm like, well, I can get a guy that wants to get married right now. You know, but you never know.
And he's a cool dude. So before I say this, he's a cool dude. He's always been, super nice and, Mr. Athletic, he can ball, the whole thing.
Fixes anything. He's been really helpful with my house. Like, he's fixing something for me right now.
But when he said that, now that you tell me that this shit was serious, that y'all were really going, they were really do stuff, in my mind, I go like, didn't you know better not to say that?
Well, I'm media savvy, but he's not.
Right.
But what I love about him is he's very much a straight shooter. Like, KJ tells me the truth, even if it's gonna hurt him.
God bless his soul.
So it ain't over. It ain't over, Mike.
Yeah, because my next question was, y'all. She's like, he's my best friend. So is this the best friend that y'all still sleep with each other every once in a while, like on Thursday? Like, he's here in the morning time.
We broke up a year and a half ago. A year. It was like last February, March. No one knew. We kept it very quiet because the show was coming on, so I couldn't be out there with someone else, and neither could he. So we just acted like we're still rocking. But we quietly broke up. So we never slept together once we broke up. We never had sex again. So
ever again, like nothing, like y'all ain't do no caressing, y'all ain't do no
shots. Just long, sad hugs. Like, why couldn't we get it together? You know what I mean? But if we sleep together again, it will be because we're back together, not because I'm not just gonna be lonely and just go have sex with him.
But sometimes that's the best sex. Sometimes. Sometimes the lonely sex.
Let me tell you something. People are coming out the woodwork right now. They get like it's been crazy.
All right, so we got Jay. What you got? We're gonna bet 75 cents. You got 75 cents that they get back together again, or which one you leading to? 'Cause I'm leading that they gonna get back together again.
I'm leaning that direction as well. The fact that he's still looking out for her, and she knows she can't really attract another man if he's around, because they looking at him being around. She didn't shut him down yet, so she's leaving that window cracked open.
Yeah, I
you know what it is? I've dated since we broke up.
Oh shit.
And you compare like at first the person seems amazing, right? Because it's something new. Newness always seems
Representative. That's their representative.
And it always seems better. Like newness always seems better. Like, ooh, Claudia didn't do this or he didn't do that.
Right.
But then you start seeing the stuff that they do. You're like, Claudia would never do that to me, and KJ would never do that to me. And we both had those moments where we're like, she or he would have never done that. But that doesn't mean maybe we'll be together or maybe we'll be best friends. Like, I would never leave him hanging. He would never leave me hanging. So, you know, I think you need to have that friendship, relationship, whatever.
Just invite me to the wedding, Claudia. Just invite me to the wedding. Just stop playing right now. Stop playing. KJ, stop playing. You stop playing too.
KJ right now.
Inbox KJ, right? Stop playing.
He's seeing someone now. So I don't want to disrespect her.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely seeing someone right now.
That's hurt. Yeah, I've done that.
I respect other people's shit.
Well, that's beautiful. That's 75 cents. Invite me to the wedding because I know if there's one wedding I want to be at, it's your wedding because I know it's going to be crazy.
Cause it's gonna be like, goddamn, finally. I did get married before in Vegas, but it was like nobody was there. It was a secret. It was like so retarded. Like we should have never even know each other like that.
And when we bring you back, because there's no segue. This is a no segue zone. Before all this Harvey Weinstein thing got big and everybody was like all the shit that women were being done in showers and to get roles, we all knew this stuff was going on. But before it got public, you were the first person who was schooling me on this in the damn lunchroom at the radio station. And you would tell me these stories and I was like, this shit happened on, what was it? Let's Make a Deal? Was it? Oh, The Price is Right. The Price is Right, right?
I was on a documentary last night that was on ABC. You can watch on Hulu called The Game Show. We talked about a little bit about that. I don't know how much I can say about it, but stuff goes down. I mean, I've been open. I spoke about this on Fox, on the Foxhole with Jamie Foxx about Steven Seagal having auditions at his house, and it's been, it's all set up professionally where there's casting directors there, there's fax machines going off, the phones are ringing, it's legit. And then they call you back a year later for another audition, so you think, oh, it's legit last time. And when you show up, it's just you and him and like someone else, and they want to lock you in a room and shut the door and put the pressure on you to take off your shirt, and you say no, and you have to lie and come up with an excuse and I'll be back tomorrow, I have cramps or whatever, and I narrowly escaped. And they, this shit goes on, like they use their power. I can't tell you how many times I'd be in a room, it'd be me and a male director, and they'll shut the door and lock it and ask you to audition with your top off. I'm like, I have nice boobs, okay, and they're real. But
yeah, clap it up for the boobs, clap it up.
Clap it up for boobs. Natural boobs, still up high.
They're natural. They're natural.
Real, up high.
She's an athlete. She's an athlete.
It's because I don't have kids, that's why. Suck the life out of me. So anyways, it's a lot of it going on, but a lot of people think that they need to do that to make it. And you will get some gigs out of it, but it may be short-lived.
We mentioned Jamie Foxx. Does Jamie and Corinne, do they owe us pictures and videos to show us Jamie that he's okay?
You read my mind, Jay. That's why I'm worried.
Corinne didn't come out initially and tell us to pray for him that something happened, I would say no, it's none of our business. But she did come out and tell us something happened and to pray for him. So she brought us into something we didn't know, and then to not let us know. I get wanting to have privacy, but there's a lot of us out here that are genuinely concerned about him as friends, that are worried sick about him. And I don't need the personal exactly what happened exactly, but I think we'd appreciate it. I think it'd be kind to, but I do, I've heard so many, he's just recovering he's just exhausted, he's this, he's that. Obviously there's something wrong. It's been a month. And I do believe that he's working hard to get better. I do believe I think TMZ reported that he's in a rehab facility in Chicago, and it's one of the best places for people who have strokes and aneurysms and stuff like that. I think we all want a video of him in his normal state mentally,
right,
looking normal, saying, "I'm good, guys," and just make a joke. We all want that selfishly for ourselves. We want that, right? We want, like, just tell us something. But if he's really trying to work on getting better and he's not there yet, I understand why he wouldn't, because the microscope he'd be under, people would be analyzing any little twitch in his eyes.
Slur.
You know what I mean? Like, and I get him. Listen, that could affect his entire. It will affect his brand. A comedian that's not 100%. You know, I understand him wanting to wait, because we're way too critical now. It's a different time now than what it used to be. You know what I mean? Like, people would be okay with someone with a little bit of a slur or a little bit of a mobility issue. But I think now people are just way too goddamn critical. And I don't blame him for not showing us anything until he's ready.
Now, everything you said is one that I agree with everything you said. This is the problem I have, not with Jamie and his sister. I have a problem with these people who get on Instagram and now are reprimanding everybody for posting this and doing that and doing this, when you have been posting shit like this forever. Like, these same people who invaded people's privacy forever are now on this mountaintop going, you guys need to give people.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are so, I can't believe that you're posting this and then. This is the game. The same people who created this game.
The people in the comments are the biggest hypocrites on earth. They will condemn you for doing something that they're doing to you 10 times worse. If I say, I don't like Michael Shawn's shirt, it's whack, they'll be like, bitch, you ugly ass fucking whack, washed up poor slut. You have a lisp. Your daddy didn't love you. That's why you ain't got no kids. Your uterus is dead. How could you say you don't like his shirt? And you like, you came from a whole soul for saying something like this, but your justification is because I said that, you can just unleash the Kraken on me, while they're hidden behind some fake screen name, no real picture, and they just, from the comforts of their studio apartment, they just go ahead and go in on you. I had this other person just do videos on my house and how, look at the cheap floors and the this and the that, from her townhouse, and everybody knows she got a condition where she has chronic fish smell, and you worrying about
what condition is this?
You worrying about my lighting fixtures, and she's gonna take this and clip this, and she's gonna do 5 more videos on this. But it's like the audacity. I'm extremely happy. My life is good. My skin is extremely clear. Teeth
I need
are
your
popping.
secret, damn.
Life is popping. I'm 50 years old. I bless other people, and that's why I look younger than I am, because I'm happy. I'm not miserable. I would never sit around and just like create content on someone like every single week. But that's what these people do, and they think they're like her. They think they're justified because they can go, gotcha, you did this 17 years ago, so I have the right, gives me liberty to just drag you and just, dedicate my life to trying to get like a few of my followers to like not like you. And the people that are in the comments are the things that they're so wicked. Some of them are amazing. I have a lot of really nice people, but the audacity of some of these people that think they're better than the people they're going in on, it's amazing, actually.
Go ahead. I did a podcast with these guys. Everybody's done. I think you're familiar with it. Jaguar Wright's been on it. And Charles, just podcast. And I did the podcast. And in the comments, this guy was relentless when he kept saying, like, I got a lot of good comments. There were a lot of, I saw you here. So this one guy was relentless. I have a video of Michael Shawn bombing. And I didn't see it because I wanted to say, bitch, I got a video too. Like, I got a better quality video of me bombing. Like, I got the director's cut.
Right.
But like you say, it's this relentless thing. Like, the comment was put on there like 4 or 5 times. If you want the footage of Michael Shawn bombing, I have it. So I would like to tell that individual I also have it. So I'm going to sell it. Like before you get money off of it, I'm going to get money off that night.
The irony of that is, if you didn't have the courage to even try, you would never bomb. The people that are saying all this stuff have never had the courage to try. We are putting ourselves. Hey, Joanne Bailey Matthews, you represent us well. I love your authenticity. Thank you. See, we got to acknowledge the positive comments.
Absolutely.
You know, people that put themselves out there on podcasts as actors and actresses and comedians, politicians even, I got to say, we put ourselves in position to be criticized. That takes a lot of bravery to do that. The people that are commenting that don't even have the courage to put their real picture on their Instagram page, they're cowards. I'd rather bomb trying to do something that I love with the chance that I might hit a home run and my life totally changed than sit on a couch, dirty socks, eating, trash food, junk food, criticizing someone else. I'm saying my quality of life is not good, and I'm sitting here criticizing people who have the audacity to try. You know what I mean? Like the audacity. Of course you're gonna bomb if you try. How many times you hit the stage? 500, 1,000 times?
Absolutely, and liquor's a powerful drug. Like,
But these people, it used to really hurt me because I used to think that people criticizing me, they had to really have their shit together. They're talking about me like, damn, they must be way more pretty than me, and thin, and bodies must be so perfect, and their relationships are everything, and they're properly loved, and their daddy loved them. And then I was like,
not the daddy. We gotta get into this daddy.
They remember their birthdays.
They remember their birthdays.
And never confuse them with other children. But then you
who's your dad, Nick Cannon? What the fuck?
and you think that, damn, they must be so much better than me. And then you go click on their profile.
Oh.
And the facts.
And
facts.
And you see why they're doing what they're doing. A lot of times there's not a headboard on the bed.
Don't disrespect.
A lot of times they'll have pillows but no pillowcase. And if they do have a pillow, it's stained with all the drool and slobber from when they drank themselves to sleep and sadly cried tears into their pillows. A lot of times these same people don't know who their father is. I know mine, he just don't call me.
Yo, she's hilarious.
So it's like we have to consider the source. So go to their page and see who's talking. Sometimes it's a teenager. So it's like I want to go in, but then I'm like, I find it's like some little 13-year-old awkward child, who's just needs attention because mother's not giving him attention or her attention. So they're just going to your inbox or just trying to say something mean to rattle you. And you're like, child, your balls ain't even dropped yet. Like, leave me alone.
And you got to understand, I tell everybody, if you got time to respond, if you're going to respond, understand any response you have is going to be the screenshot victim. And it's going to, so make sure whatever you're saying, when your fingers get to going, make sure that you're going to stand by what you said because it's going to get picked apart.
Yeah.
So if you got time to go at it. But it's never ending because then that's going to be dissected. Your comment, your reply gets dissected by everybody.
That has happened to me so many times, and people go, you must not be as successful and happy if you have time to respond to me, little old me. Like, it's almost like they can say anything to you, but you respond once to their 20 messages, and all of a sudden you're the stalker. I'm like, bitch, I work 3 hours a week.
Let's go.
I got time.
I have time. And my work includes me being on social media looking for content. So I'm like always looking, okay, what celebrities doing this or that. So let me just, I'm looking for stories to forward to my producer. But I have, what's the math? How many hours are there in a week? Let me see this. 7 times 24. Let me see, that's from 28 to that's 14, 16. Okay, there's 168 hours in the week. I work 4 hours. I do a new podcast. So minus 4 hours. So I have 164 hours of time. Okay, I don't sleep that much, so maybe 5 hours a night times 164 minus 35. We're gonna do this, you guys. I have 129 hours of time. Now, get my hair done. Obviously, not that much. It's a hot mess already. Travel. Let's take away another 40 hours out of that. I still have 89 hours to fuck with y'all. I have time.
And you said you're not having sex, so you ain't got to waste time. Are you having?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't. You said you're not having sex with him. Okay, all right. So so you got to subtract some time for the sex.
All right, minus 35 minutes. Okay.
Oh, quality 35. Okay.
All right, I'm not mad at that. 35 is adequate. That's adequate.
Okay, but I'm just saying I have time, and I don't have children to harass me for food every day. I clean my cat's litter box. That's 5 minutes.
Take that. Yeah, take that.
So we still looking at about 72 hours. I have a lot of time. So if you want to come harass me on my social media pages, you might get a clap back because sometimes I'm just doing it keep sharp.
She's working out. She's sparring. It's just sparring. That's all it is. Verbal sparring. That's all. So, thank you, Claudia. Thank you for taking time out. Please, I'm going to keep in touch with you like we always do. I have to invite you because I have an event. I know you're busy. Tomorrow? I have the prom tomorrow. So, if you haven't stopped by.
I have a friend that just moved here, this girl from LA, and I told her I wanted to show her around Dallas this weekend. If she wants to go to that, we'll go. I kind of want to get out in the streets this weekend.
Come run your streets.
You know what I need? I have a bone to pick with Dallas. I've been here for 4 years, almost 5. I never get booked to host up. I finally booked something at Sambuca like 2 weeks ago. Y'all be flying in people from Atlanta and New York.
All day.
I'm right here, y'all. Y'all don't have to put me in a hotel. I want to host more stuff in Dallas. I'm putting that out there. Dallas promoters, quit playing.
Claudia's available. She's got time. She just told you she has plenty of time. She's got time to host your party. She's got that elite crew of people that she can get to your party. She's got the plug. She will have that group that you want.
My girls are all fine.
Yeah. She's got a squad. She's got a squad. They're a little intimidating, but she's got a squad.
Hey, to all the people that wrote comments that were positive, thank you. I feel like y'all don't get acknowledged enough, so I wanted to say thank you to the people that were writing nice stuff.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
And if I ever have the privilege of auditioning you for something, I promise I will not lock the door. I will not lock the door. The door will be unlocked.
Please.
They can see what they want. Thank you, Claudia. I will call you soon. Thank you so much. Good luck with everything you're doing. You don't need any luck. I hope everything works out with the Breakfast Club. That would be a super dope move. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter. The journey that you're on is dope regardless. Ladies and gentlemen, Claudia Joy. Claudia Joy, ladies, we did it.
We did it. Thank you, everybody.
Get them glasses on, you stunting motherfucker. Do it.
Bye, peasants.
All right, y'all. It's been a hell of a Friday.
She's hilarious.
It's been a hell. We had shout out to my girl Coco Brown. Shout out to my girl Claudia Jordan. Look, we went from 0 to 1,000. So y'all can't complain. All the people that stood us up before, we've had a few, but we made it up. We made up for the shit. So we're here.
And Claudia always rocks with you. That's what I love. Her loyalty, like she always looks out for you. Like that's the good friendship. So keep her around.
No, Claudia's dope. And I had a bad. I didn't have a perception of her, but you think from what you see, the first time I met her was when she got the job at the radio station that she was talking about. And I was like, wow, this is not the person that I thought. So I had a little prejudgment. And then when I met her, I was like, she's cool as fuck. Like she will talk shit with you for real about anything. So shout out to Claudia Jordan, shout out to Coco Brown, who's another one who rocks out. So we've done it. I got things to do, y'all. I want y'all, gotta love her. Shout out to Ashley Newman. Shout out to everybody with the pleasant comments. Y'all behaved yourselves. I want to applaud because I know sometimes y'all be on reckless records. Sometimes we can't read your comments.
Yeah, I never put Ashley's up earlier. I'm sorry, Ashley. There you go. You were showing love.
Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, I've been with this motherfucker for a long time. We've been rocking out for a long time. I was going to ask the Jamie Foxx thing, and he literally, thank you. That's just what happens. We already know where we're going. Started late and ended late, but great. Kathy Black, I want y'all all to be careful this weekend. I want you to enjoy your weekend. If you haven't got your tickets for the re-prom, you still have the capability. Tickets are selling. I'm not saying this just to gas you. It's going to be popping. It's a guaranteed pop off. I'm performing Soulful Sounds. The band is performing. They're doing their sets. We got the DJ rocking, got the open bar. Get there early. You can come by yourself. You can come with your friends. You can come with your significant other. You can come with whoever the hell you want to come with and party with us. Tomorrow night, the event jumps off. All right, y'all. You know how we end. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in this life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anybody or anything take it from you. Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. It's the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.